What are y'all doing? Hope by God we made it. I got to average like 2 live streams a day in order to pass 700 at the end of the year. That's not the only reason I'm doing this, of course, but I got a late start to the day. I was in a little bit of a funk, didn't want to bring it on the air. Believe it or not, my funk is because I got the biopsy results and they still can't find anything. I'm glad that there's like no cancer, tumors, this and that. I'm frustrated because I want to get, this behind me. Yeah, they just said it was unspecified inflammatory condition. So, okay. So they're going to put me on oral steroids. So that's the update on that. And I don't like to talk about me, but people want to know about that. So that's why I'm telling you. Prednisone is what they're putting me on. The only concern I have with that is it can mess with your stomach. And I know nobody likes to not be nauseous or throw up, but I actually have a morbid fear of it. And that's one of the side effects is nausea. So I'm really hoping I can avoid that. But if that starts to happen on this med, I will just deal with having a swollen face because I don't want to be nauseous and throwing up all the time. Hello, Anthony Campbell, Ian M., John Nave, Tim Calandrino. Yes, I'm very glad it's not cancer, so don't get me wrong. I'm just bummed because I'm sick of dealing with it, the whole process. But yeah, worst problems to have, as I always say. And appreciate everybody being here. And we're going to get rolling right into it. If we're being honest, I was never pretty to begin with. I just want to get back to the way I was. But it is what it is. But yeah, I wasn't prepared to be bummed for it not being something they thought it might have been. But it's like, come on, I just want to get this stuff done. Yeah, I know the meds could help, and I'm all thankful for that. The only fear I have is that nausea because that's one of my worst phobias. But at least we know, I don't have this massive skin cancer or any other kind of cancer. I don't have tumors and other stuff, so definitely could be a lot worse. So we're going to focus on the good side. I just had to, quote unquote, sleep it off. I just was in one of those moods earlier, and I don't like to bring that kind of stuff to the public. So, well, I say I don't, but I'm always talking about crap. All right. Mimi Lord said, "Hey peeps, hope everyone is staying warm tonight. Yeah, it's a little nippy and wet here in Texas." Tim Calandrino said, "I had 3 leg surgeries since Christmas for leg vein blockage." I'm sorry to hear that, Tim. I hope you're doing better now. John Nave says, "Hello to everyone." Ian M says, "Young in mind and old in body." Yeah, I can relate. Yeah, so this show isn't about me, it's about all of us. So I'm going to get back into this curling thing. And rest assured, after I'm done with this one, we'll jump right into another one. The only change will be is that I will end the live feed when I'm done with this one and then schedule another one 15 minutes later. Because I already have 2 other things drawn up that we can do. So, as long as I'm conscious, we'll do these live feeds, by God. And again, I don't like to make myself be the topic of a live feed or any kind of a topic, but people want to know updates. That's why I'm telling you. John Nave says, we're always with you and we stand behind you. Well, I appreciate you more than you know, sir. Lawrence Aldridge, I got your envelope today, and I got your Facebook message saying you got a new email address, and I sent them to you, so don't you worry, sir. Thank you for your order. Anthony Campbell says, just curious, Charles, did you get a chance to check that email? I did, but I was multitasking, and I didn't respond because I suck. Sorry, Anthony, I will get back to you on that. I don't even remember the full context of the email. I know it was about Frame, but I don't remember. I don't remember if you were volunteering or what. Because I've slept since then, literally, and my memory is horrible. I'm one of these people, they say the road to hell is paved with good intentions. I have a 6-lane highway going to hell because I'll always intend to get back with somebody on something, and I never do because I suck. Or I had a notification come up I was checking on. So I stopped cutting for a second. Oh, excuse me. I got the picture of the butterflies that you sent the other day, and I addressed it on the comments yesterday, I believe. But yes, sir, I got them. They're pretty cool. All right, Anthony, appreciate you. You may have to hound me because I'm telling you, no matter how good my intentions are, my stupid memory. Who am I anyway? This piece might actually be a little too small for my signature. I'm not sure yet because I don't want to mess the piece up if I don't get the signature right. But Anthony says I'm going to do a couple different things color-wise for frames with that cedar that I have and send you some pics. We'll try to get done this weekend, and you can see what would look good with it. Sweet. Yeah, I'm definitely looking forward to it. Anthony, thank you, sir. Orange Alder says, yes, I sent another one today. Oh, I didn't see that one. I'm sorry. I literally woke up right before the live stream and sent you those patterns and started prepping for the live stream. I had to fill 3 blade clamps that I broke yesterday. Josh Grover says, "I back. Welcome back." John Nave says, "Welcome back, Josh." Good evening, ladies and gents. Chad Benton. Chad Benton got his pattern yesterday. And we're back to it. The pattern Chad Benton picked for giving me the football score the quickest. I have these weird little contests, but I actually considered for one of the live streams. I think I'm going to try to have a mix of detailed patterns and somewhat simpler patterns. The detailed ones are the ones that are fun for me. They're a headache, but they're fun. But yeah, I try to have a good mix of themes to keep people's interest. Well, keep their interest theme-wise. And thank you too, Chad. Hello, Rusty Nails Woodshop. His wife is working in the office. His wife's not able to join us, but thank you for being here, Russ. Russ, you mentioned on Facebook, you mentioned prednisone. That is what they're putting me on. I haven't gotten it yet. The only fear I have behind it is I have a literal phobia of nausea and vomiting, and I was told that nausea could be one of the side effects, and I'm a little paranoid. But if I want my face to go down, if I want my facial swelling to go down, I'm going to need to try it. Now, there's no guarantee it's going to work, but we're hoping. John Nave says, "I promise I'll pick a pattern the next day or two. There's no rush. They're still there." Russ Meadows won a few contests ago and hadn't picked yet. It doesn't bother me if anybody waits. I'm more excited about sending or selling patterns than giving them away, if I'm being honest. But I have fun giving them away. Don't get me wrong. You can wait 2 months to get a pattern, however long you want to wait. If you win, they're yours, by God. Not all of them, though. A&M says, "Been watching your stream and impressed with the way you use the spiral blade. Thank you, sir. Tried it before and broke too many. Tried again today, and they worked well. Check tension and went a lot slower." Sweet. Awesome. So one or two things I say every now and then, I behind my goofiness, I say something intelligent, and you help me prove that. Thank you. Lawrence says, "Russ tried to go to your webpage, YouTube, but got everything but you." Oh. And you say it works wonders. Chad Benton says, "Prednisone made me swell like a balloon." Well, that's ironic because they're giving it to me to reduce the swelling. The last thing I need to do is swell anymore, or I might blow up. And for anybody just watching, I do have to stop to read the comments and questions when there's nobody on the panel, so bear with that slowdown of me scrolling, but we're going to get this thing done if it kills me. And then we'll jump right into another one, but I will end this live stream to do that so that the titling and the description and all that crap doesn't confuse anybody, and it also will be just a different live stream. We're coming up on 50 live streams, though. Russ Meadows says, "Made face and lips. Used to swell like Mike Tyson hit me. Take prednisone and next day swelling was gone." What, why were you swelling? Maybe that's why mine were. Josh Grover says, "What all did the doctor say?" The doctor said the biopsy results, he had a suspicion of what it was, but didn't want to tell me because he didn't want me to worry. But whatever he suspected it wasn't. And he said the results literally were unspecified inflammatory conditions. So there's no specific diagnosis, or just treating the swelling. That's the only reason I was bummed is, it's like when I found out I had panic disorder, as bad as it's always been, at least I knew what it was and I wasn't crazy. So it's one of these people, I like to know things, but I'm not bummed because I don't have cancer or lymphoma or something else. I mean, good Lord, that would be stupid. Swelling was unknown, I guess. Okay, we might have had the same thing, by God. But I want to be pretty again, like Russ is. I'll never have the hair though, because I shaved mine off for a girl and look stupid when I'm growing it back out. Josh Grover says, tell Peter to stop hitting you in the eye. That's funny. A&M says, the other night you were telling me about deleting stuff from Pinterest. There is an option to do that. Well, it's only people can delete the stuff that they put up, but otherwise you can report things, and I've done that, but it didn't do me any good. Anthony Campbell says, so basically you had an allergic reaction to something that you came in contact with. Yeah, and that wouldn't surprise me in the least. The only surprising aspect is that my face has been like this for close to a year now, and that's the surprising part, because if it's sawdust causing it, then I'm going to forever have a fat face. I'm okay with that. But at least I know it's not detrimental to my health so far, so I can live with having a swollen face. I'm just one of these people who likes to put logic and reasoning to things. Why is it happening, so to speak? But oh well. I've been live streaming with a fat face for quite a while now. That's not a fat joke. I'm referring to the swelling. Russ, did you have any side effects from the prednisone, or anybody that took it? But the nausea is such a morbid fear of mine that if one dose causes it, I'm going to be paranoid about taking the medicine again. And the only reason, y'all might be thinking, dude, if you want to get rid of the swelling, suck it up. But I'd rather deal with the swelling than nausea, since I know it's not messing with my health. I mean, I'll try it, and if it works, I'll be excited, but I won't stick with it if it keeps getting me nauseous. That's something I'd like to avoid. No side effects at all. They did say to take it with food, so I'm going to try that. I don't usually eat in the mornings, which I should anyway, so this will give me a reason to. Where are we at? God, if I'm allergic to Dr. Pepper, that's a death sentence. And that would really suck. I'm not going to kill myself over it, but oh wow. It may not be the maple plywood. I hope not. Ron Norris says he's allergic to straight blades. Well, that'd be fun and easy to say, but I don't have any that I've been using, so. Pine makes me break out in red rash, says Lawrence. Josh Grover said Ron, or he's allergic to deer. Bite it. No side effect. Tim Calandrino says, got one more surgery for aneurysm in back of my knee. Then hopefully I'm done and can return to work. Just have to deal with neuropathy in my foot. Very sorry to hear that, sir. How often are you taking the prednisone? Well, I didn't pick it up yet because I was asleep. I'll be picking it up tomorrow, but I think the first dose, they're going to taper me down on it, off of it. I'm starting out, I think they're 20 milligram pills. Don't quote me on that. And they said the first dose will be like 3 20 milligram pills, and then, they'll taper me down from there. So I'm guessing it's one of those things, if you're tapering down, it's because you don't want to suddenly quit. It's the same thing with anxiety meds. You don't want to just drop cold turkey. It'll mess you up. Not the exact same thing, obviously. Yeah, but if I find out I'm allergic to Dr. Pepper, then we have issues. I'll be happy with my swollen face. Nobody's even really tested for allergies. It's just, I don't know what he tested for, but it was a biopsy. He tested the skin and they can't find anything. So, but for Russ, apparently one dose. He said he was on it one day or took it one time or something like that, and it was gone. So if it's gone after one dose, I'll live with that. But in a way, I would almost be upset if it was gone after one dose. I'm thinking, well, why didn't somebody try this a long time ago? No, I get it. They had to try to figure out why it was swelling, but I guess we're past that now. Tim Gondrino says, been on that crap, kept me up and consistently hungry. Well, I'd rather be hungry than nauseous, if I'm being honest. And I'm used to, the nurse did mention that's why to take it in the morning. She said it at night it would keep me awake. But I keep such weird hours, and I told her, I said, I don't want to be sounding silly, but is it okay? Is it mandatory to take in the mornings because I have a weird sleep schedule? She said, yeah, just the key is to take it when you wake up, not when you're going to bed, because it'll keep you awake. But keeping me awake could be good for live feeds, just saying, just not at normal hours. Ron Norris says, I'm allergic to chickens. Sorry, it won't be gone after one dose of just 20 milligrams. Okay. Rusty Nail says, I woke up one day, went to the doctor next day, took prednisone next day, and went back to school. Well, alrighty then. 36-hour live feed. Boy, we talk about breaking records. That would do it. And I don't know if I'd ever break that one again. And John Nave was saying hello to pretty much everybody. I mean, yeah, I don't expect it to be gone in one dose, but I'm just being honest with y'all. If I get nauseous, I'm not going to take anymore because that is, for me, is pure hell. I mean, the swollen face is perplexing, but yeah, nausea and me don't get along at all. So I'm hoping there's none. Yeah, I wasn't expecting to have that reaction because, most people love to hear from the doctor and know where to go from there. And I found myself bummed out because we still didn't know what it was. But yeah, sometimes you just need a good nap, and I got that in. Just woke up about 15-20 minutes before this live stream, and we're better. I like to apply logic to things, or reasoning. Doesn't always happen now. I don't know that prednisone causes vomiting, but that doesn't matter to an anxious mind, because if you're scared of nausea, then, it's going to be there anyway. Anywho. I'm getting cotton mouth, and I don't even smoke pot. What's up with that? You think it could mean we need something? I think it might. Now, this is somewhat on topic with scrolling, but I was talking to Wes yesterday after the live stream, and I found an old coffee can with a bunch of blades in them. This isn't, Vermont American. It's like some kind of store. These were last resort kind of blades, never even opened, but they're spiral. It says Vermont American. But I also found a whole bunch of I didn't even know these existed. Spiral reverse, which means they have teeth going in the opposite direction, which reduces fuzziness, but they're size 1, so I don't know if I'll be able to get those to work because they're so small. But yeah, and I found 2 humongous packages of what do you call it? Number 5 flat-ended spirals, and I used my Christmas money to buy flat-ended spirals. But anyway, I also found this one, and I don't even know how I got that. Never heard of Galaxy brand, but it's spiral tooth blades, Galaxy, and they're 2-aught. And for those of y'all that want to, excuse me, I also found some flat blades, but we'll ignore those. Nice try, though. And yeah, I found this coffee can full of spiral blades I didn't even realize I had. All right, let me get this out of the way now. Yeah, Vermont American has been around for years. I just don't remember the quality of the blades, but apparently I had them for some reason. Probably an emergency. Yeah, I got to take it with food. That's the one thing they said. Yes, very glad that it wasn't cancer. Penelope hair in my mouth, cotton mouth, or cat hair mouth. Yep. E&M says, I went to the doctors, told him everywhere I touched on my body I had a pain. Turned out I had a broken finger. That's funny right there. I've heard it before, but I didn't want to steal your thunder. It's Christmas time, John? Oh, because of the blade, yeah. Rusty Neil says, I'll take the spiral reverse as well as they're pretty small. If I can't get them to work, you might end up with them. What the hell? Josh Grover says you got to use the whole can of blades before you get more. Well, I'll use the number 5s. The other ones I might experiment with. But yeah, I was upset and excited when I found 2 gigantic bundles of number 5 flat-ended spirals because, you can't have too many. But I was also upset that I spent the money I spent to get the number 5s ordered when I could have saved that money and spent it on Dr. Pepper or something. Diddly. And Josh Grover says Vermont blades, I think, are lower than Olson. Yeah, I don't doubt that they were an emergency purchase. Ron Norris says, actually, when you had your YouTube show, you discussed the spiral reverse, and you said you couldn't tell a difference. Oh, well, see, you pay more attention to my shows than I do, because I don't remember that. But if I can get those 2-aughts to work, then by God, imagine the normal sizes I'll be cutting. I think just for giggles, I might try one here in a second just to see if I can do it. But most times I can't get the tension right on them. Of course, that'll make me feel like an idiot if I get the tension right this time, but Okay, so let's try one and see what we can get done with it. See if I can get through one cut without breaking it. Of course, I would have to load it into a clamp, so y'all got to bear with me. I happen to have one right here that needs loading. Here goes nothing. Let me find them again. Yeah, there's a whole package of spiral with flat end number 5s that I didn't even know I had. That's so embarrassing. There's an empty spiral reverse. I think what had happened is a former friend of mine had a stroke and couldn't use anything, so he gave me all his blades, and I think that's why I had never gone through them. Spiral reverse, that's spiral reverse number 3. Keep that off to the side. Another spiral reverse number 3. This is a spiral reverse number 1. Wow. Well, we could try it just to say we did. This one's called a round blade. I've never even tried that. I guess we could try that too. It's supposed to be, at the time, the newest style of but it's also number 1, but it's actually round. It's not a twisted spiral. I don't know if y'all will be able to see it, but I'll show it to you. It's kind of silver in color. I doubt y'all will be able to see it, but it's actually a round blade. I can barely see it. It basically looks like a little miniature pole with little burrs on it. But we're going to try that one first. But I don't know how well it will work with the Hegner clamping system, because it's round and not flat. So let's try that just to say we did. I got to find the direction to do it in. All right. And I'll catch up on comments as soon as I get this done. I may not even be able to get it in the clamp because it's round. Nope, I can't. So we'll come back to that one. Let's use this spiral reverse number 1. So I got no more excuses if I can get these number 1s and 2/0 to work. I shouldn't do this stuff live because y'all will commit me to doing stuff. Okay. I'll be very surprised if I can get this number 1 to work without breaking it. And I'm not referring to breaking while using. I'm referring to breaking while tensioning, or using it. What am I trying to say? Sometimes I can tension it, but once I start using it, it will break. Okay, this is a spiral reverse number 1. Here we go. Ooh, now I'm gonna back off that tension so I don't break it trying to get it loaded. This will be very surprising if I don't break this. Okay, that's the sound we want. Let's see if it's going to work. Let's put it in a cut here. If this works, I'm going to be so embarrassed all these long. I can't use smaller than number 3. At least I know I'll have more blades to choose from. So don't everybody act shocked if this blade breaks. But maybe, if I'm being honest with myself, maybe all the issues I ever had with the smaller spirals is because I was relying on the tension more than the sound. So we'll see. Let me catch up on comments right quick. Where are we at? Where do you buy your blades from? I buy my blades from woodenteddybear.com, sir. Vermont blades are less than Olson. Throw them away. Yeah, they were emergency purchases, and I guess the order came in when I was waiting. Imagine the number of blade breaks with a 2-0. Yeah, y'all be drunk in no time. Tim Calendrino says all he uses is 2-0. For anybody not in the U.S., 2-0 means 2/0. It's just a weird U.S. thing, I think. And yeah, you'd be drunk off of Dr. Pepper. Anthony Campbell. We most shop in the same place for stuff. I got the same blade holders as you. Oh, that's funny right there. Meaning the folders can. What's the difference from round to spiral? The spiral is a flat blade, basically twisted. They're manufactured kind of the same way, but this one was literally round, like a cylinder. Maybe for ceramic or something. Lawrence Aldridge, now all they need is some made with diamond teeth. Yes, sir. Josh Grover, I'm not babbling. We were discussing. And bite it. Less tension. Yeah. Well, it's less tension technically, but you're still listening for that same sound, I believe. More detail on the patterns of this blade doesn't break. Don't jump with a Dr. Pepper in your hand. I buy mine at Mike's Workshop. Yeah, sometimes those websites are hard to navigate when you're trying to buy whole gross. Okay, let's try this. I'm going to be so embarrassed in a way if I don't break this because I keep thinking, I can't go smaller than number 3. But maybe it was just me going by the tension and not the sound. Here we go. Okay, you hear that sound? That usually means not enough tension. See, it loosened when I did that. This might be specific to the Hegner. See, that was me going by sound on the tensioning. And this is a size 1 blade. How the hell am I not breaking it yet? Well, we got one cut done without breaking it. Let's see what the tension sounds like. About the same. Wow. Okay, I'm running out of excuses to go smaller than number 3. But I still have my go-to. Because if I'm cutting like a double stack or something like that, I don't want a smaller blade necessarily. I like any process to where the less blades I break, the better. And that doesn't mean not scrolling. A little surprised, if I'm being honest. I thought I was going to break it on that first cut. If not, I got a whole bunch of blades to play with. Hello, Mac Pierce. Okay, now y'all bear with me. Although I know a little bit about scrolling, I don't know, is a number 1 bigger than a 2/0? Because it is a solid number, not a fraction, at least according to how they size things. Because that might be why I'm surprised. I thought it was teeny tiny, but the 2/0 might be a challenge, but we can try one. I did pop the veneer off in one spot, and that's going to stick out like a sore thumb to me. But does anybody know if a 1 is bigger than a 2/0? still need to do the crown on here, but I don't want to. Nah, might as well just go to it. Calling it a crown for lack of a better word. I think a 1 is bigger than a 2/0. No, I didn't run, but she is still posting on Facebook that I'm aware of. I could be wrong. Because there again, my memory is terrible. I forgot to contact her. Plus, I slept most of the day. I can't believe I've gotten actually 3 cuts done with a dang number 1. So 2/0 has big old something diameter. 1 has a. Okay, spell it out for me. We're saying the 1 is bigger. Yeah, 1 is bigger. Okay. That's what I figured. I'm not good with decimals, Josh. That's why I stumbled on that. But yeah, the more zeros and smaller number means that's a smaller size. Thank you all for letting me know that. But don't get too excited. I may not be in the habit of using these little bitty ones unless I'm crying about not being able to get detail done small. Y'all might have changed the course of life today because I've been doing billboards because I like cutting big. Yeah, I didn't think to look at the labeling. I just I go by feel usually, but I didn't feel the 2.2/0. I was just going to get that one out of there. But if y'all want me to try a 2/0, I can after this one breaks. Because we know it's going to break. Well, we can try a 2/0 just to say we did. Tension loosened. This blade does not like, or this saw does not like little bitty blades. At least for me. That's just speaking for me. Yep. That one broke. Okay. I color me shocked. And the clamp landed on my leg. So we're going to put in a 2/0 now. But if that one broke after 3 cuts, then I'm pretty sure this one's going to break on half a cut. But I could be wrong. It happens. What's up, Beard? Rich? Sorry. Beard. I've got debris stuck in the clamp, so I'm going to flush that out of there. Ladies and gentlemen, Beard Time 16 has joined us, a.k.a. Rich. Been a while since I had the UK folks on here. Thought I done ran y'all off somehow. Now this could be one of the smaller clamps for the Hegner. That's why I can't get that piece out of there. I think I got it out. No, Rich, we found I found a coffee can that had a bunch of old blades in it that I had never looked at. Just a sec, Jamie Page is writing to me. Maybe he wants on. We don't know. Let's see, the one time I don't send him a link, he wants on. That's funny right there. Let's see. There he just wants to show off his knowledge on smaller blades. But there you go, Mr. Jamie. And I've got to catch up on whatchamacallits. I think everybody's just saying how diddly do to each other. Of course, they don't talk funny like I do. I guess Ian's leaving. All right, good night, Ian. Appreciate you being here. Let me catch up on the comments here. Change the way of life, you're going to switch to straight blade. That's a good point. So, if I ever do that, then I have no more excuses on anything, and I got to have some excuses. Come on now. Number 5, Sparrow with a flat end. There's Mr. Page. I didn't make Jamie Page wait 10 minutes. What's up with that? How you doing, Mr. Jamie Page?
How you doing?
Doing all right. Doing all right. I just found an old coffee can with blades I didn't even know I had. This is Sparrow Reverse. I've never tried that.
Okay.
Sorry, I mean, we're just, us, we stay on topic here. I got a whole bunch of Sparrow Reverse, and I have 2/0 sizes, 2/0, that I've never tried. There's a Sparrow. I didn't even know Sparrow Reverses existed.
I'm sorry, I haven't got a beard like Rich. I mean, I'm like the beard times 8 at the moment.
I'm a beard type. I don't know what I am. A beard times something. Well, I can't find any of the 2/0s now that I've talked about them.
Was your eyesight that bad?
It might be. And was I dreaming when I said that? Oh, they're back here, maybe.
Hello, Herb.
Okay, these are Spiral Flat Ends number 5. Wow, I can't believe can't believe I had that many. Spiral Reverse. Where's the 2/0s? Oh. Well, have you ever heard of that brand? Galaxy?
Can't say I have.
Neither have I, but that's the 2/0s I have. So we're going to try one. I just tried a number 1 and broke it after 3 cuts.
Hello, Rich. How you doing, mate?
Wow. What do y'all say in the UK for 2/0? Is 0 even a thing in the UK? 0 is what people say for 0.
I've never used them blades, to be honest.
Well, I meant the terminology. So y'all do say 0?
No, I'd say 2/0.
That's what I say too. But
yeah,
okay, we're gonna try one, see how well this goes.
Hey, Lawrence.
Sorry, Mac. I gotta load this in the blade clamp. Wow, that's a teeny tiny blade. I'm pretty sure this ain't gonna last long, but I've been wrong before. All right. Otherwise, after this experiment, we'll go back to our regularly scheduled scrolling. Well, I had the biopsy results today, Jamie, and they still don't know what it is, but they're going to give me steroids for it.
Well, that's good.
Yep. I was actually in a bummed mood, though, because I want to find out what the heck it is. I could say hell. I want to know what the hell it is. I like logic on things, reasoning. But, worse problems to have. But, yeah, I didn't expect to get depressed about it, but I did.
Steroids are good to have. It might speed up your scrolling.
Well, no, it doesn't make you smarter and better. It just makes you either bulkier or in this case, anti-inflammatory. Okay, that's a teeny tiny blade. I'm not real confident about that. More so for the saw's sake.
Yeah, right.
We'll see. Because usually I can't get the tension dialed in right on things like this.
What train tickets you want about, Rich?
Ooh, better loosen that tension before I pull it back.
Meow, 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 meow. He's playing the scroll saw.
Yeah, buddy. I'm not holding a lot of hope for this, but you never know. Miracles do happen. But I'm still going to use number 3s and 5s because I don't break those as often. Necessarily. Here we go. Charles use a 2/0 live on the air. See how long it lasts. See, that's that sound a Hegner makes. It doesn't like little bitty blades. Or maybe I'm blaming it on the Hegner. See, I made it. Oh, this is what I can do my signature with. Maybe I should do my signature now while I have a 2-aught in there. Well, thank you for that idea, Jamie.
That's all right. You're welcome.
And welcome back, my friend. How are things going over there in the UK with you, sir?
Not bad, mate. Not bad.
Yeah. Could be worse here, I tell you what. Now watch me break it on my damn signature, but we'll see. We'll see. I'm going to turn this sideways so I can have straight lines. Well, yeah, if nothing else, I should start using 2-aughts for my signatures, and I won't break them all to heck. Hello, Mike Ranger.
How you doing, Mike?
For anybody just joining, I've always used this number 3s and number 5s because I could never get the littler blades to work in my saw, and here I am making one work so far. And Jamie, if you don't mind, I'm going to take your pretty face off the camera. I didn't even realize I hadn't done it when I was scrolling. Where am I at? Where am I at? There's where I'm at. Is there a chance I missed any comments, Jamie? Besides hello?
No.
Okay.
No. Mac Pierce says he really hopes the steroids help.
Me too. You break it on your name. Yeah, that's probably what's going to happen. But there are worse problems to have. I'll throw more in there just to get the dang name done, and then we can get back to normal scrolling. What is normal? But yeah, if I can get this to work, I'm going to start doing my signature in little bitty blades. I can't believe this is working. I scroll with a human hair. Wow. This may seem like nothing to y'all, but it's like a big milestone to me. It really is. I'm not trying to be funny. Wow.
You want to try doing it with a straight blade?
My signature, no. But yeah, you and Josh Grover both want me to use flat blades again. And I'll do that again on another live feed because we need more humor in these things. But I don't think I'll try a whole project on it. Because that'll get old real quick. I can't believe the blade hadn't broken yet.
Don't speak too soon.
And I may actually pick too narrow of an area to put my signature in because we're running out of room here. But we'll abbreviate my... Damn it! I almost made it through the whole signature.
Told you.
I'm going to throw another 2-aught in there.
I'm a scroller.
See, I almost got my signature done, folks. We just have to do the N and the G. We'll squeeze it in there. I got to put another 2-aught in there just to get it done because it's going to look stupid. My name is Derry. Charles Derry. Come here, Derry. Where am I at? Where did I put him? Wow. Wow. That's my...
Josh Grover says, is there normal in this dysfunctional family? Hell no.
Hell no. Go ahead and keep the whole package out here because I'm going to be needing them probably. Well, I hope I can squeeze my dang name in there.
There is functional and dysfunctional. You got to remember that.
Absolutely. But I mean, for me, that's a teeny tiny signature because usually I'm using a number 3 or number 5 for these things. I'll give you all that to look at while I. That's my impression of what's his face, by the way. What the hell's his name? Something Owen or Owen Wilson. Wow.
Wow. Oh,
Good segue.
yeah. There you go.
Yeah, I almost sent you a link, but I said, well, it's kind of late there in the UK, and I know you don't keep normal hours, but that's why I didn't send. Well, and if I'm being honest, I used to always post it to the Team Scroll Saw discussion thing, but nobody ever showed up, or it's been a while since anybody showed up, so I just figured, what the hell, I'll just wait for somebody to ask me for the link. It's easier that way.
Yeah.
Russ Meadows has helped me out. Mark Lindsay has helped me out. Jamie Page and Dale Kirkwood have helped me out. And one time, everybody helped me out. Did I forget anybody? Miter Mike was on once. See, I'm having trouble seeing to get this little bitty blade in the clamps. What's taking me so long? Oh, maybe I never cleared out the clamp. Let me make sure. Are you typing privately or in the chat?
No, in privately.
Okay. Because I might be missing some comments. Not that you're required. I'm just letting myself know that out loud.
No. I'll get back to him in 2 seconds.
Not a problem. I cannot get that stupid blade in there. There we go.
No, you haven't missed nothing yet.
Cool. Okay, now I am going to keep using the 2 watts until I get the signature finished, because if I break another one, I got to get the signature finished. Can't start it with a tiny blade and then go back to a dang big one. Ooh.
You do realise that Josh called it, didn't you? He says that you're going to break it on your name.
Well, that's because I said I was going to use it on my name, so that was kind of a default. I said I'm only going to use it on my signature. And so, yeah, that would make sense if I broke it on my name, because that's where it's being used. But I'm going to go back to number whatever when I get done with my signature. I actually made the I a little small, but oh well. I actually do need to fix that I, because it's smaller than it should be. Get these little teeny tiny blades out of the way. I can barely even grab them. Yeah, let's go back to that I. Great. Ugh. Okay. Probably gonna
Josh said, "You realise going back to number 3 is going to seem like going back to a monster blade."
Yeah, yeah. But it will hopefully last longer than this one did. But I was surprised I got that part in my signature. We're probably going to get that sound first. And we got it a little bit, but I'm going to deal with the sound. And that might be something I have to deal with on the Hegner. Is it's sounding like it's not tension right, but it is. That might be why I stopped using little bitty blades. That might be one of the sloppier signatures of mine, but it's in there. Okay, we're going to go back to number 3s and 5s, by God, so we can get this puppy done. Wow.
Wow.
I mean, look how teeny tiny that bloody thing is, right?
That's what she said.
Diddly diddly. That's what Charles said, remember? Since YouTube loves me so much, I do need to go back and refresh every now and then, make sure they're not holding me for review, because I love it when that happens. Okay, we're going to pull that back, and But I am starting to think those held for review things are sometimes somebody reporting me for whatever reason.
No, it's not. It's YouTube.
Yep, it's already held me for review.
Have you automatically set your to not kid friendly?
Yes, I've done that.
Okay.
I don't, and even then, for the most part, as goofy as these live streams are they are kid friendly. I mean, every now and then it skates past it. Yeah, so we're going to go back to the big old fat blades, but it is going to feel like scrolling with a log instead of a hair.
A hair. More like a wretched wabbit.
Wow.
Wow.
I can't do a sentence like Owen Wilson. Do you know who Owen Wilson is?
Yeah.
Okay. That's about the only thing I can do is a single word. Wow.
Wow.
Wow. I used to be so good at impressions until I got with Russ Meadows and he told me I couldn't do a damn one.
Oh, come on.
Apparently I had friends that would have been deceiving me all those years, making me think I was good at him.
Honestly.
Are you trying to sound like Owen Wilson?
Yeah.
That's funny right there. Okay,
come on.
Come on. Okay. The hell are all these blades? Oh, okay. Well, we tried the little ones. I don't think I'll break a lot of flat blades, but I do know I ain't that good at using them. Just saying. But we're going to use power to get this puppy done. So it's like 12 o'clock where you are, right? Midnight-ish?
1.
Oh, yeah. That's what I meant. That's why I said ish. Joe Castillo says, hello, Charles, and everyone else. I'm back for a little while. And Jamie said I had missed any comments. I'm just kidding.
Mm-hmm.
Probably doing something. Rush just must have forgotten about his Bubba and Penelope. Wow. So you create a monster with me. I'll repeat that.
Yeah, Rich Shade is 118.
Yep. And it's 7:18 here, so. Well, I don't know. Rich, you tell me. Is it worth staying up till 1? Since you're in the future there?
It's not. It's 119 now.
Okay. Well, okay. But up until 118, is it worth staying up?
It'd be worth it if somebody would scroll story.
Hey, bite it. You're a butt nugget. There's a little joke about time travel. You know, you're 6 hours in the future, so I say, hey, what happens around such and such a time? And if something bad happens, I'll just avoid that time. See, that's what I meant.
6 hours in the future, but 20 years behind.
20 years behind.
Rich said he fell asleep at 8 p.m, woke up at 11:30 thinking it was 7 o'clock in the morning.
I've been there, you know, back when I was able to work, you wake up thinking it's, or even late for school. And it's like, oh my God.
What did you used to do for work then, Charles?
Anything I could. I started out, I've worked almost any fast food I could just to have it. I really didn't have time to be picky. I worked almost any job I could just to have an income. I've done retail. I've done almost every fast food out there, but not all of them. I was even a garbage man once. What else? Worked at Best Buy, Builder Square back when that existed. That's like a Home Depot or Lowe's. But I lost a lot of jobs not knowing what I had, but there was days I couldn't be there. I actually did a clerical desk job at a real estate place and a Pro mirror and glass. So I've got clerical experience and retail and fast food. That's pretty much the gist of it. But yeah, every now and then sprinkled in something like a garbage man because, I worked at a highway safety place, where they put the signs and guardrails and stuff like that in.
I can't imagine you as a secretary.
Well, I wasn't like the only time I did outright secretarial work is I was the backup for when the secretary went to lunch. I would answer phones. Of course, and it sounds typical, but the boss would always get on to me because I wanted to have a personality when I was answering phones. And if somebody asked for so-and-so, I said, okie dokie, just a moment. I'd do the okie dokie, and my boss would say, don't talk like that. That doesn't sound professional. Like, give you a break.
You can't answer the phone and say, hey, how you doing?
Yes. What are y'all doing? I get it, being professional, but okie dokie wasn't, that's showing a little bit of personality. That's not saying, oh, freaking righty then, you sit the hell there and I'll go get somebody. I mean, come on, that would be unprofessional. That's just me.
Richard the Beard says, did you have to do secretarial duties?
Secretarial duties?
Yeah, and he laughed.
Well, I mean, I had the experience of clerical and filing and clerk.
I don't think you get where he's going.
He's trying to get me to say I'm a secretary.
Oh, he's being British.
Oh, is he referring to the horse secretariat?
No.
Oh, he's referring to adult stuff. Okay, took me a second. And hello, Steve Nealon. Since Jamie did mention your name.
I did earlier.
Oh, sorry. I just wanted to give you crap. All right, we're going to get back to this hair scrolling thing. And Jamie, you don't have to stay here for the whole thing, but when this one's done, I'm going to start another live feed.
Okay, see you later.
When this one's done, I'll start another live feed so that, we don't transition from one to another project in the same live feed. But I know the platform makes you schedule it for approximately 15 minutes after you're there scheduling it. So the longest way would be 15 minutes.
So, quick question. Have you ever thought about editing the videos together?
Well, not together, but I've considered doing time lapse if that's what you mean.
Yeah, that's what I mean.
Because of all the subscribers I'm losing, they may not want to sit through them all. But yeah, believe it or not, the reason why I haven't done that yet is I don't know how to download my own videos without YouTube thinking I'm trying to get views by being on that page to download it. So if y'all know a way for me to download all these live streams I've done on YouTube and Facebook, I'd be much
Yes, I do.
Okay, let me know that, and I will do that.
I have to do that. We have to do it with a podcast.
Oh, and one reason I haven't done it is because
you can go to your own channel and download it. There's a link on your own channel page.
I didn't freaking know that. One reason I haven't done it is literally because when I'm awake, I start headed towards the live stream.
Literally.
Yeah. Well, I mean, in other words, I wasn't trying to be figuratively. The second I get out of bed and I'm in the office, I'll catch up on emails and I'll come out here and schedule a live stream. By God. So yeah, I need to sacrifice part of one day and download all those, and it'll be a lot of editing though, because for the time y'all make me sit here and talk. No, I don't like having my bottom smacked, Rich, unless it's by a girl. But even then, I like to be the dominant one. Okay, family friendly went out the door. That's all right. What was easy, Russ? Because I've slept since he.
So now we know what Cliff is then.
Oh hell no! All right, I see what you did there, Jamie. Poor Cliff. And Russ didn't say that was easy. He said I was away. My eyesight's going to hell. But anyway, let's get back on. So we have a choice of what to go to next. I have two relatively simple designs already printed out, but I would have to trace them, but they wouldn't take that long because they're not that detailed.
So what are they?
Well, I guess after this cut, I will show y'all. One will go somewhat extremely quick, and the other one will take a little bit longer, but I'll show you. Let me run grab them and take this blade out of here so I don't stab the pattern. And they're not billboard size, at least not in my opinion. I gotta pull the camera back here. All right. This is the more detailed of the two. This one's based off of a painting called Forgiven.
Okay.
And the other one is pretty darn simple in my opinion. Tis a horse.
Okay.
So I'm thinking for simplicity, we can go with the horse and then the Forgiven. They'll both be done, just depends on which. This one will be quicker to trace, I think. So we'll probably do the horse and then we'll do Forgiven. If anybody's interested, y'all let me know what y'all prefer to see. Even though it's your show, do what you want, but I like to do what the viewers want sometimes.
It's your show, do what you want.
Do you have a preference on what you want to say, Mr. Jamie?
If we do, Josh Grover says if we do the horse, are we allowed to horse around? I tend to agree.
That never happens on this show. I do have a very detailed one about the.
John Nay said, cool, both are good.
All right. So
Ron Norris says, I have a preference.
That's an inside thing he never lets go because he found a picture that was cut from one of my designs that I lost on an old hard drive before I cared about copyrights.
Lawrence says, Forgiven.
Dang it. I wanted to do the horse first. Y'all's votes are noted, but I kind of want to do the horse first.
I say Forgiven.
I think you're doing that just to spite me, though.
Yep.
I kind of figured, act like I know you or something. But if they will, what was that?
I was going to say it's 2 against you.
That'll work. I'll probably do the horse first, but both of them will get done. I just want to be able to go into another live stream after this one. That's why I had to figure out something to print out.
Steve says Forgiven.
Well, okay. I don't know which ones are legit votes and which ones are to spite me.
Max Pierce says horses, but Steve runs your website. Just remember that.
Well, then by all means, we will be doing the horse first.
Oh no, Steve said Forgiven.
That's why I'm doing the horse first. I'm a rebel.
You can redirect his website then if you like, Steve.
I think he already has his hand on the button waiting to do that. No, just since I know I'm going to get them both done anyway, I'm going to go ahead and do the horse first because, we've been dealing with somewhat detailed designs. Good to get a basic one or what.
Steve said he's already on it.
I knew it. But regardless of what it is, if it's not family friendly, don't write it or say it.
Herb wants to know has that horse pattern on your website. It won't be for much longer. Steve's about to delete it.
Yeah, it's on the website.
We don't know what his website is. Steve's about to change it.
Yes, the horse is on the website. There's also an oval version. Unless Steve sabotages me, there's also an oval version. Thank you, Heidi Miller, since Jamie didn't read your comment.
I'm ignoring all the horse ones.
Yes, there's the pattern I just showed you is there, as well as an oval version with that horse in it. Thank you for joining, Heidi.
Can you change it to mine, Steve? He says he's going to you don't redirect his page. He's going to change the PayPal account it goes to.
Well, then, welcome to $14 a month. You're welcome. Well, here goes.
Yeah, if you go to my camera, Charles.
Am I sure I should?
Yeah, you can do. Is it on me yet? I don't know.
Yeah.
I'm not on StreamYard yet. There's one of the ones I don't know Charles is.
Yep, that's very nice. Very nice. I was afraid to take the camera to you. Very nice. Very nice, sir. How big did you do that?
Very.
So, because
That's hanging up in Kempton Park Racecourse.
very nice. I'm only asking so I can determine what to do with the camera. Are you going to be showing anything else?
Nope.
Okay. Mac Pierce says very nice and looks great. Jamie says John, and so does the Beer Time 16. I have a whole bunch of horses and ovals patterns on the website until Steve Nealon changes it to babblingmonkey.com, which he probably has already purchased if I know him. Steve Nealon was the lovely fellow that got the trend of Babbling Monkey started. Of course, me babbling started that. Ron Norris says I did the one drinking water. Yeah, a couple people did the horse drinking water. That's one of my favorite designs. Sadly, I already did it on a project video. I think it was a project video. Maybe I just showed a picture of it. I haven't seen my project videos in so long. What's the last project video I did, Jamie? I think it was the horse drinking water.
I think you're right. Is it the one with a reflection?
Yeah, horse reflection. That's one of my favorite designs. I love ones that show reflection and blah 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 blah.
Look at your camera. It looks like look at the picture. It looks like there's a swan sticking its head onto through your like photo bombing you.
I have no idea what the hell you're talking about.
Where it says Wooden Visions, top right hand corner, it looks like there's a swan neck sticking its head. Yeah, that.
Yeah, that's the light.
It looks like a duck sticking its head in.
All right, quack quack. Arnell Media says I do a bunch of your pattern Cheryl's. The detail makes them stand out. Thank you, sir. Holy crap! I don't know how to respond when he compliments me. What? Thank you, Steve. Sorry. Yeah, but okay. Drag off a cigarette and a swig of Dr. Pepper, and we'll get back to scrolling. By God.
Yeah, I'm gonna have to take off anyway, mate. I need to go and get some sleep.
Bloody hell. No, I appreciate you being here.
It was only a quick jumping and say hello.
All right, I do appreciate you being here, but your vote is counted, and I will be doing the horse next.
Oh, great.
Maybe by the time you wake up. All right, buddy. I appreciate you being here. Get some sleep.
Take it here. See you later.
Good.
Bye-bye.
All right. Same to you, Rich. Thank you for stopping by. You UK people stay up late sometimes. I'm much obliged. And everybody's saying good night. So I'm going to get back to scrolling. Even if I'm unconscious at the end, we're going to finish this one, but then I'll start right in on tracing that horse onto the wood, and that one probably has under 50, if that much, pilot holes. I haven't counted them, but yeah, it's not going to take too long to do it unless I talk a lot, which never happens. Lauren Chalders says, I've shown a lot of patterns to family. I like them a lot. Thank you, sir. Ron Norris votes Deer in the Woods. That is an utter shock right there. That's funny. But just know that I have to, well, I don't have to, but I'm choosing, when I'm done with this one, I will end the live feed, but I will be back within 15-20 minutes, so don't run off too far, unless you don't want to see the horse being worked on. stay by your whatever you're watching on, and it'll be back. I promise. And after I get done with this detail here, we'll be done with the crown, and everything else is wrinkles on the flag. Where we at? Randy Boshine's just being mean now. Hello, Randy. I can't get the pattern if I don't have it. Yes, you're welcome to run off and get more drinks. Do whatever you want to do, by God. I have no idea what some of these responses, these comments are in response to, because I talk too much. Now, I may do a deer in the woods pattern, but it won't be based off that painting unless I get permission. So, but all y'all people asking for these patterns and don't even buy them, y'all can kiss on it. I'm just serious. See, Steve Nealon loves to do that to me. When I get on him to talking smack, he'll say something real nice, and I don't have the heart to say anything mean. But to get a consensus of what we're working with now, there may be live streams where I work on a pattern on a live stream instead of actual cutting. So do y'all want to see a deer standing in the woods, running, blah, blah, blah? Because odds are I'll find probably a deer standing or eating in the woods. The odds of finding a photograph are probably more likely to be standing or eating versus running. But yeah, there's different stuff there. Yes, sir. I'm still using spiral blades. I'm messing with you, Lawrence. Lawrence, I'm not lecturing you anyway because you've already bought from me. Of course, a couple others have too. I'm just trying to be funny every now and then, a little bit of guilt trip. But if I did this for the money, I wouldn't be doing it. But I have fun doing it, and that's why we're here. By golly. But because of these live streams, in the last 28 days, I've gotten over 11,000 views. For me, that's a lot. So I'm very thankful. Ooh, Russ Meadows sitting over there. Why didn't you tell me? Ladies and gentlemen, the show's about to go off the rails. What's up?
What's going on, man?
Whole lot of not. Are you all right?
For the time being,
Okay, because you just awful quiet.
I'm just sitting here, kicking back, relaxing, watching some good scrolling.
Well, thank you, sir.
I'm a little aggravated.
I could tell something has you dialed back a little bit.
Man, I thought sure as heck I was going to get me a bunch of 2-aught and 3-aught and ones.
You will.
You're using them all, and you're breaking them.
I used 2 or 3. You saw how many I had. You were setting me up that whole time, and here I was. I was all concerned about my homie. Damn it. And no, I'm not using Spiral Reverse for Ron. I have some, but apparently Russ needs them more than I do. Ron. Oh,
hello, John.
Comment. How's the eye? Harnell Media. Wait, I got to catch up here. 10. Okay, well. Where am I at? Similar to the old one, with and without crosshairs. Now, see, the crosshairs will totally alter a pattern. Oh, never mind. Because it will determine where there's potential floaters I have to work out. Stanley Langford says, howdy, bro. Almost done. Depends on who you ask. After I get done with the crown of Lady Liberty, I will do the detail on the flag, and that should go pretty quick. And 10-point buck in the crosshair. So apparently I'm going to have to do 30 pattern designs with deer to get people happy here. Harnell Media, you need to do a show showing how you finish a piece for sale, Charlie. Well, dang it. That's just painting a backer and clear coat. I didn't think that'd be all that exciting. Stanley Langford says, how's the eye? The eye's fine. It's still fat and swollen, but they're going to put me on steroids because they don't know what it is. And it's Penelope Russ, says Mac Pierce.
By the way, I haven't seen my Penelope today, so I don't know where she's at.
Maybe she done run off. She's in the hospital again, probably.
Man, I hadn't caught her to squeeze any out, so it couldn't have been me.
Randy said, thought you run out of peach snaffle and wouldn't join us. Hello, Russ. And hello, Mrs. Tracy Keaton. All right, we're going to get back on this scrolling. And for those just joining, I will be doing a horse next, but I will start a new live stream for that so that, we don't overlap live streams. I think I did that in the beginning, but we won't do that again. Harnell Media says, might not be exciting, but it would get a piece ready for me to get on the website for sale. Oh, I see your segue there. You're not wrong. I suck. Josh Grover says, I went back to some of the old project videos on how you added border to weird shaped designs. Oh, yeah. I use a washer to do that. He's referring to if you want the backer to be the same shape as the piece, if it's not rectangular or square, but you don't want it to the backer to line right up with the edge. So you use a washer. And it's one of my scrolling 101 tip videos. It's very short. I think it's very short. Hello. John Nave says, maybe we have small Penelope soon. Oh, Lord. Okay, I'm going to get back to the scrolling. If you don't mind, Russ, if you can keep up with the comments, that way I won't have to stop anymore. Stop besides stretching, cigarettes, and Dr. Pepper.
All right.
Much obliged. Appreciate you being here. Yeah, these 2-aught blades will be here for you, I promise. And there's not very many ones, I don't think, but there's a lot of the Galaxy. I don't know what the hell they are, but yeah, there's a lot of
But did you notice that Tracy Keaton is in the house?
Yes, sir. I acknowledged her. She went from Facebook to YouTube.
All right.
Josh Gerber says that was a cool tip. And Josh, do you recall the name of the video so I can send people to it? Of course, I could show it on a live feed, but since the video is already there, I mean, whatever y'all want me to do. But yeah. It's probably easier to just send you to the video. I mean, little tips like that I can do on live feeds, but that one is already a video. I think it's, I don't remember what the hell it's called. Russ, I said, hell, I'm going to get banned from YouTube.
I heard you say it a couple of times,
No,
and you notice I didn't respond.
I've turned to total scum.
You're not quite full on gutter mouth yet.
No, I'm not buttering you up here, Russ, but having you on the panel makes this a little more fun.
Yeah.
Having anybody on the panel makes it more fun, but you're more one of the, my level goofy.
Where's JP?
He had to go because apparently people want to sleep in the UK.
Yeah, I know. I had to wait for my wife to finish in here. She may be puttering around back and forth, so I don't know how long I'll be able to do it. But
yeah, that's why I used to send links to a whole bunch of people when I was starting these live streams. Now I just wait for them to say they're available, and then I'll send it to them. Yeah. I can't handle the rejection. I'm kidding. Okay, so after these two little bitty cuts on Lady Liberty, we'll be doing the flag, and that should go pretty quick if I don't talk, or if I don't stop to talk. Because I'm going to talk. Does it make any sense, Russ, why I was actually bummed when they said they didn't know what it was?
Yeah, it does. You don't really get what you consider closure, I think.
Yeah, closure. That's the word I didn't use. I mean, I'm glad it's not cancer or anything like that, but I like to know why things are happening. But I promise you, if that prednisone makes me nauseous, I will not take it anymore. I'm hoping it won't.
I've only had to do that twice in my life.
And you don't know why it happened?
No, never did. Never did find out. My stepdad woke up one morning the same way I did. He woke up one morning before I did, and he got it. His face looked like he got hit in the mouth by Mike Tyson. It was plump swole up.
Well,
and he went to the doctor. Yeah, he went to the doctor and got it a little steroid, prednisone. Yeah. And next day he's back to normal. And one day it happened to me. I was still in high school the first time, and it happened to me. I mean, I woke up. I looked in the mirror. I said, "There ain't no way I'm going to school today." I literally, like you, my face was swollen up. My mouth looked like I had big old flapping rubber lips.
Was it a shot or a pill? Because for me, it's going to be pills.
It was pills.
Oh. That'd be nice if it was done in one shot, but the only reason I don't think one dose will do it is because you woke up and saw that. For me, it's been this way for close to a year. I don't even remember how it started. I didn't even notice it. My family said, "What happened to your face?" What?
Yeah.
Looks like you got punched in the eye.
Yeah, well, that's how it happened to me, and it's happened twice in my life. The last time was about 20 years ago. Same thing. Roll up just like I got hit.
Yeah.
And went to the doctor, got his own shot. No, either a shot or a pill. I can't remember which. And next day, I'm back to normal.
Good Lordy.
Yeah, it's back just like my regular lovely self.
I hate to say it, but as long as it's been since I've had a normal face, I won't know what to do with a normal face. I might start mumbling.
Tracy Keaton and Lawrence Aldridge both said that they can help you out on the panel if you need it.
With the who? Huh?
On the panel. If you need some help on the panel sometime.
All right. I don't often need help. It's just makes the scrolling portion go quicker.
Well, of course, that when you ever take your nature breaks and they tell me it's my time to shine, I said I didn't come here to shine, folks.
I got no material. Wait,
you left me in the lurch with nothing.
Hashtag wet cat. Yeah, that horse cutting should go relatively quick, but at least compared to other projects. But I do have to trace it and do the pilot holes during the live stream so people ain't hanging there waiting on me. I mean, off the air, of course. They're going to have to wait on me to draw it.
Lawrence made a correction to what I said. I thought he was talking about he would help you on the panel. He said he was talking about why things happen. So I need your swollen face or something, I guess.
Oh.
I guess. No, for sure. Maybe you'll tell me.
Sounds good. I'm going to turn on the fan right quick. Get a little warm over her.
I'm gonna cut my microphone for a minute. I got to eat these big old fat red grapes.
Okay. You sure they're red grapes?
They're red grapes and not chocolate pellets.
All right. We're going to take your word for it.
Chris said, got to write some good material, Charles.
That's funny right there. Oh, all right. We're back in the still.
Tracy's been giving you a little smack talk, but you should have been done by now.
Kiss on it, girl. I'm not a machine. Well, Miss Tracy needs a spanking, but I'm not qualified for that. And I'll stop there because,
let's let that go. Because
yes, sir, that's what I do. I'll derail. Oh, the hell. Look at that. Ryan. Sorry.
Josh Grover says they're Reese's instead of grapes. No, by God, they're grapes this time. Yeah, I don't have any more Reese's. I couldn't find Penelope.
And Tracy Keaton has cherries for the first time this season. Oh, goody. Goody. All right. We're going to light a stogie, take a swig of Dr. Pepper, and get back on it. It'd be funny if I break this piece on purpose, people are going to lose their minds. I could just grab it by that torch and just break it right off. Oh, you did all that for nothing. Well, that's usually the case. By God, it's okay. If I ever did something like that, it would be just to prove that it can be done again. It's, I don't do it for selling stuff. I do it for something to do and something for people to see.
Tracy said you wouldn't dare, and I'm assuming that means the spanking.
She probably referring to that. I would dare, but I don't want to die. And thank you very much, Kim McCrory. Appreciate you being here. I'm going to get back to scrolling here. But she might be referring to me breaking this piece.
I doubt it.
I mean, I'm not saying it would be smart to do it, but it would be a good little shock factor thing. I can't believe he spent all that time on there and just broke it for the hell of it. Yeah, that boy's not right.
You proved me wrong, so. My mind went towards the spanking part.
What do you mean she proved you wrong? Was it about me breaking
Well, you're thinking about breaking that piece, and I'm thinking about the spanking you said you'd give. That's where my mind went.
Well, I promise you, if somebody buys this, I won't break it.
You heard the word, folks.
Honestly, obviously, I have no idea how much to sell it for. I can't sell it for $300, $500 because it's not that big and not that detailed.
Tracy said, "Oh, you're lucky, so lucky."
Why am I lucky? But not nearby.
I don't know.
Don't dare me, girl, because I will do it. Okay.
Lawrence says none of us are right. I don't know what he means by that. I'm always right. That's what I tell my wife when she tells me what to do. I'm never right according to her, so that's all right. I'm used to that.
You know another difference between men and women? If you show up to an event and two women are wearing the same thing, they get mad at each other. Two men do, they probably high-five and laugh. Just saying.
It's the way it is.
We're on the same team. Well, stereotypical women anyway, not all of them.
Wait a minute. I got an answer. Tracy says, I don't know. It was definitely about him giving me a spanking. Trust me, if I was there, he wouldn't be saying that kind of stuff. And you're right.
Only once.
The next hit would be you hitting the floor,
huh? No, I don't. Never mind. I wasn't going to say it. It's not a cut down. I'm just trying to stay family friendly.
Don't you do it?
It was going to be a TMI thing. It wasn't going to be a joke. But yeah, I don't do that kind of stuff willy nilly. No pun intended. Don't go there.
Don't you do it?
Don't you do it? I only do that kind of stuff if people like it. I probably shouldn't have said that because that wasn't real family friendly, but stuff happens.
Well, Tracy said you better spend about a half an hour outside practicing falling down.
I don't have to practice. I'm pretty good at it.
I'll tell you what, if I don't see video of this, it didn't happen. So I want proof.
I don't want proof.
No vid, no happen.
Well, see, Tracy doesn't want to be in Texas anyway because it stinks. In her opinion.
What's wrong with her?
Oh, she says the air is dirty.
God, I don't remember where she's from. Where are you from, Tracy?
I don't remember, but I know she said Dallas was dirty, and that's about an hour and a half from me. I always knew Pasadena was considered stinky, Dina, because of refineries and stuff. So.
Yeah, we don't. Dallas is about 6 hours from me. Pasadena is probably an hour and a half.
Yeah, I lived in Pasadena a long time ago. That was the first time I ever got engaged. Luckily, that never went through. I still remember her name.
Yeah?
Yeah, you know, nightmares, it's harder to get rid of those.
Yeah. I know. Oh, she's in first Cleveland and Atlanta, Georgia now.
Yeah,
I don't know. I can't say anything about Atlanta, Georgia, except for the freaking traffic.
I suspected she was in Georgia because I saw a picture of her and Katie Dotson standing with somebody at that one of those woodworking shows. A couple people, actually. I think it was Steve Good. It might have been Sterling Davis. I don't remember. I don't remember who they were standing with. But Tracy was wearing a blue T-shirt. Katie Dotson was wearing a pink sweater. I only remember this because I saw the pictures yesterday.
Yeah, I can't remember who's who.
Okay, I know you know who Katie Dotson is. She's that fire director on Russ's panel.
Yeah, I know who she is. I've seen her, but I've seen a lot of people, and some of them I knew, some of them I didn't.
Oh, most of the time I don't know people.
Josh said he's going to go. He might be back later.
All right, Josh, get some sleep or whatever you're doing.
Tracy said you haven't seen her lately then, huh?
No, I haven't seen her lately. I've seen her on Lee's show. She has long hair now. In the pictures I was referring to, her hair was relatively short.
Yeah, I saw. I looked at his show the other night for a little while.
Yep. Without getting into too much detail, did I tell you me and him divorced again, so to speak?
You did not.
Yeah.
That'd be a subject for another time if you don't mind.
I don't mind at all. It happens about 3-4 times a year. And, sometimes we recover, sometimes we don't.
He may still not forgive me for bumping him out of that dang show of yours.
Well, every time he's upset with me, he takes me out of his groups, and I just I think that's childish. So I'll say there, but I'm not going to slander him because I don't have anything against him as a man. Just there's certain things I ain't going to tolerate. Anywho, back to the old fun stuff. Y'all take a drink with me, all right? Sorry, I ain't breaking any more blades. Anthony Campbell says. Later, Josh. Oh, okay. But you're saying bye to Josh.
That's why I didn't bring it up.
Yep. Sorry about that.
I'm on it, buddy. I'm on it.
I'm on it, baby.
I didn't bring a drink. I had them stupid grapes. I forgot my drink.
You're welcome to go get a drink.
Man, I can't be off the clock that long. Our check won't be in the mail.
What, did you have to go buy one or something?
No. If I leave too long, you ain't going to pay me.
Well, I ain't going to pay you either way, so if you want to take your time. No, seriously, if you want to go get a drink, I'm not going to beat you up. I can handle reading comments and stuff. Just let me know if you're leaving so I can. Unless you've already left. But he is mute. He's either muted or he left. Okay, no new comments. Cool. We're going to snap right through this thing, by God. Not snap. We don't want to snap because that's a drinking game. Anybody who's watching has any comments or questions, please feel free to throw them out there. Don't be shy. Even if you're a beginner, it's okay. We've all been a beginner at one time or another. Nobody will give you crap about it. And if you're watching on Facebook, you're not going to see the YouTube comments. And if you're watching on YouTube, you will not see the Facebook comments. That is why we read them out loud. And Tracy sent me a picture, but I can't look at it because I'm on a live stream. Sorry if I wasn't supposed to say that. I should have thought about that before I said anything, but yeah. After this cut is done, I shall look. I give Tracy a lot of crap, but she's a good woman. And hopefully she thinks I'm a good guy, or she might just be gathering evidence for a court of law. All right, let me... Russ is muted and his camera's off. He might be going to get some Snapple. Lawrence says he resent the picture of the sleigh. 10-4. I'll look at that after a while, sir. Appreciate you. I guess I could look now if I wanted to. Look at you, Miss Thing. Good Lord. You should smile every now and then, though. Just saying. That's a beautiful sleigh, Lawrence. I need to find that pattern somewhere. All right.
I'm back here for a little bit. Just had somebody come in and talk to my wife. So.
All right, not a problem.
Penelope grapes didn't really haunt me. At least they haven't got to me yet.
Nice. Yeah, that sleigh is pretty, Lawrence. Let me know where you got that pattern. I might want to try that someday. Closer to Christmas, most likely. But I do want to try it. It's pretty. And as respectfully as I can say it, Tracy, you look beautiful. And I can't find the pilot all. Did you get your Snapple yet? You had the opportunity.
I have it, but like I said, my father-in-law just showed up and talked to the wife, and they're being a little bit louder than normal because he can't hear.
Yeah, and I can hear the squeaks of the dog toy too.
Yeah, no, let me shut this microphone off, get him out.
All right, I don't know why I'm being called a jerk because I gave her a compliment. That's perplexing. Why am I a jerk? I said you were pretty. The reason why I said it as respectfully as I can say it is so you didn't think I was implying anything other than that you were pretty. I had no agenda in saying that. That's why I said it that way, but wouldn't be the first time I was called a jerk. All right. If I didn't know Tracy, I would have thought she was mad at me right now, but pretty sure that's just a sarcasm thing. She says, I lost a few pounds, but I got more to go. You won't recognize me next year. By golly, I got some pounds to lose too. There's at least 2 pounds in my face.
All right. Back.
Hello. Welcome back. We missed you. I've already read Tracy's last comment, and so we're caught up there.
All right, then.
All righty, then.
You're almost done with this pattern. You know that, right?
Ish. Yeah, I still got the rest. Because I hate to say, yeah, we'll be done in half an hour, but you know me. I mean, I look up and it's been 2 hours kind of thing, so I'm just going to keep cutting. And were you here when I said that when this one's done, I'll end the live stream, but then I'll schedule another one like 15, 20 minutes later?
Yep.
Okay. Of course, the later it gets, the less audience we'll have, but that's all right. That's why I like to do 2 live streams a day. But that's when I started early today. I wasn't in the right mindset to do a live stream because I was a little bummed for a dumb reason.
Lawrence Aldridge was saying something. The book is a scroll saw fretwork patterns. I guess.
I may have that book. Yeah, Patrick Spielman. I think I have that book. That sleigh is on the cover. But we lost a lot of stuff in the fire. I hope they didn't throw all those books away. Dagnabbit.
Tracy was saying, no, you were poking fun afterwards when you were talking to him. I called you a jerk, I think.
I poke fun all the time, but I don't know which fun I was poking.
It truly was sarcasm, she says.
Okay, I saw a big old message pop up from Stanley Langford, but I don't want to take your job away.
Oh, thank you.
You're welcome.
Because I use a Porter Cable 20-inch saw with a stand. It seems to be a little high, which has its good points and bad points. With that, I've been thinking of making another stand. What would be an optimal height to work from sitting down?
Well, optimal height depends on
the height of the person.
The height of your saw. If I recall, from the floor to the tabletop to the top of the tabletop on this Hegner, I believe I want to say 35 inches, but I could be wrong. So in relation to from your chair to the top of your table, it depends on if you want to be looking down at the piece or, what angle you want to be at. Because some people will tilt the back of their saw up so that it's not sitting flat. Does that make any sense? I don't know an exact height. It's about your comfort level visually and physically. I used to be sitting too low, and then I got this tall stool. Now I'm arched over a little bit. I haven't found that sweet spot yet.
Yeah, well, the workbench that my scroll saw is sitting on is about 29 inches from the bottom of from the floor to the top of the workbench, and then the saw sitting on top of that. And I have not yet at this point tilted the back of it up. I need to do that. I haven't done it yet.
Yeah,
it does hurt my back because if I sit there too long, because I don't have it tilted.
Yeah, I've never tilted one of my saws, but that's an option. Even the Seiko, the stand itself has adjustments.
Right.
3 different dots. I don't know the exact inch increments, but I'm sure that's in the manual. But I've never tilted one. I should. Go ahead.
When I bought my DeWalt, I also had the stand with it, and it comes with a tilt to it. I think you could probably take it out, but I mean, it does come set up that way. At least the one I got from this lady when I purchased the one that was non-working.
Mm-hmm.
The stand with it was already, and it was low to the ground.
Yeah, I've never used a saw without a stand. I'm not saying I've had a stand that I purchased for each saw, but I used to have this somewhat one-size-fits-all stand, and I would just put a piece of plywood over the top of it and secure the scroll saw to that. So I've never used a scroll saw on a bench top because my bench tops are always too dang cluttered.
Right. Tracy said, find the angle that you want to be at and is comfortable for you. Measure downward from your elbow. Easy peasy.
Yep.
That pretty well do it. That's a good answer.
Lawrence Aldridge says, I had to enlarge pattern. I made sleigh 15-inch long and a little over 11-inch tall.
He would also make the sleigh out of 4 full sheets of plywood.
That's huge.
That is huge.
Stanley Langford says, yeah, I think mine is too high because I get a lot of shoulder pain and can't scroll too long. Yeah, my posture is terrible. That doesn't help me any.
Yeah.
Sorry, I was taking your job again. I just happened to be looking when you were out. Sorry.
That's all right, brother.
Yeah, we don't have a whole lot left. The only delays will be me taking over your job rudely and Dr. Pepper and cigarettes. Trying to find my razor blade to shave down the edge of that vinyl. Go ahead.
The other side of my shop, when I first built it up, I built a 16-foot long solid workbench.
Wow.
And it was 32 inches high. And when I went to build the workbench to put my drill press and my scroll saw on the opposite side of the wall, I thought that's too tall to sit there and work with a saw on top of that. So I shortened it down to about 29 inches, roughly.
Yeah,
and I have the saw on top of that.
I have 2 metal workbenches, but they don't have a spot that you can sit at it. They have shelves underneath.
Yeah, you can't use that. Not unless you like to stand.
Yeah.
And I'm not one that likes to stand.
No, I cannot stand.
That little lady that I got these 2 non-working scroll saws from, she stands.
No way.
That's what I'm talking about. No way.
Larry sent me another picture. We're gonna look. Yep, I got that book. Unless the fire people threw it out, but I do have that book. That sleigh is on the cover.
Lawrence said he wants to make it out of 4 full sheets of plywood, but does not know how to make the pattern that big.
Go to a print shop.
Print shop will do it.
Yeah, but just make sure you enlarge every aspect of that sleigh the same amount. That way, it all calculates out to the same.
Right. It's got to be right.
That reminds me, that's one of my most popular videos on Facebook or on YouTube is a stagecoach I made out of walnut, and I enlarged that quite a bit onto wood, and I haven't cut it out yet because I would need like 1.5 inches of thickness between the sides. I only have the sides drawn out large. I don't have the material to do the thickness in between unless I used
I was just looking at that thing the other day. That stagecoach you did.
Yeah, that was one of my favorites. Hopefully I didn't lose that in a fire. It might be sitting in a box somewhere.
Yeah, I don't know where I was at when I was looking at it, but I saw it 1 or 2 days ago.
Yeah, I actually ordered that pattern again because I lost the original. And I figured, what the heck? And so I scanned it into my computer much larger. And I made sure I printed everything out the same size. And so I'm doing a much larger version of it. I have it actually drawn behind me. I just got to get the pine to do the parts in the middle.
Oh, yeah.
Because the sides are thin, but the middle is thick. Go ahead.
That did come out really nice. I think I watched you when you did it once or years ago. You showed something about it.
It's pretty. Actually, I almost know right where to look. If y'all wanted to see it, I could bring it in. But
well, John is asking Lawrence what the name of that book is.
It is something Scroll Saw Fretwork Patterns, Patrick Spielman and James Reidel.
Reidel?
Reidle.
Yeah.
Yeah, let me go ahead and grab that walnut stagecoach just for the heck of it if I can find it quickly. If not, I'll just come back and break the news to you. I'll be right back, Mr. Russ. You want me to put you on camera?
No, sir.
All right.
I don't need to see my ugly mug.
All right, I'll be right back.
All right, folks. He's gone. Y'all can take over the shop. Herb, don't you do it. I can't talk like him. I don't have those voices like that. I wish I did. I can't. No, Mac, he didn't give me anything on paper yet. He's going to have to give it to me on paper so I can study it. But no kidding, today I really was looking for Penelope. I couldn't find Penelope nowhere today. I don't know where she went. She's normally runs up underneath my shop. My shop is sitting on 4x4s. I have it raised up off the concrete. And I saw her, that little rascal. I got within 5 feet of her the other day. And then she just calmly hopped herself right on back in the back of my shop and went right up underneath. Could never get her to come out. Yeah, you figured I was going to take a drink of Snapple. I do, but you know, I've got a brand new bottle of Snapple here, and it doesn't taste good. Yeah, that cat. I mean, that old. I got 3 cats that have been dumped here in this area, and they end up somehow at my house. We don't feed them. I don't know how. Yeah, wood putty all the pilot holes on the bottom side. Yeah, y'all really gonna get that man mad. He's back. All right, I'll get back to normal.
Right there.
Who's there?
That would be me.
Oh, okay.
Okay, I did find it, but it has been broken.
Oh.
But I'll show you anyway. This is out of a relatively thin walnut. I didn't have time to find all the pieces because that would have been wasting time.
We're already doing that. Look at that thing. Ain't that cool?
That's one of the, it might be for the other wheel on the front. 2 of the wheels are broken. Yeah, I think it goes there. But worst problems to have. That's one of my favorite. That's one of the few pieces I've ever done that weren't a portrait of some kind. But yeah, the reason why I have to find thick wood is because, you know, there's that thickness in between.
Yeah.
So it's a loss, but worst problems to have.
But that gives you an example right there of what you can do with a scroll saw. It's amazing.
Yes, sir. Thank y'all.
Everybody's happy with that thing.
That's plumb pretty, though. I wish I could find a humongous sheet of walnut, but that wouldn't be cheap. But yeah, I like the look of walnut. Of course, I could stain it, but yeah, I love that. And it even bounces. Of course, it's broken, but it has a little bounce to it anyway. The wheels do move if you glue it correctly, but I say that, yeah, they move.
Look at there. Even Tracy said she likes it.
Even Tracy. Oh, thank you, Tracy. I need to find a place to set this so I don't break it further.
I think next time I see her, she's going to knock me upside the head. Don't put my face on camera so you won't know who I am. She
may not even let you see her before she whips your ass. She might come up behind you. I had a lot of fun doing that. It's not my design. I believe I got it from either. Where the hell did I get that pattern? Scroller, LTD, possibly. I don't remember. It might be on a wooden teddy bear. I don't remember where I got it, but that's one of my favorites. I have drawn it bigger. I just have to get the thick wood for between the sides, and then I'll redo it because I have it drawn quite large.
Mm-hmm.
And thank y'all, everybody. Let me get back to this scrolling thing. I have already seen you do his other live also. I don't know what she's talking about.
I told you don't put my face on camera so she knows what I look like now.
Oh, Oh, so she's seen you before. Okay, that's what she meant. So she
Dang.
has you. She has you in her memory banks, and so she might be busy killing you while I'm spanking her, and then I'll be dying shortly thereafter.
Well,
I'm kidding, Tracy.
hello, Leonard Davis. How you doing?
Hello, Leonard. I almost said Leonard just to be
I
funny.
know you did. I heard it coming.
I wish I could just think stuff up like that out of my head, like that Stagecoach.
Yeah. Oh, it'd be nice. Look at here. My goodness. Now, Mac Pierce is already egging Tracy on to get him. Get him. I said, oh, come on. Don't do that.
Well, in their defense, we did kind of put ourselves there.
Yeah, I know. I can't help myself. Sometimes my mouth goes quicker than my brain. At least that's what my wife tells me.
That's definitely the case for me. And as far as cutting these lines on the flag, if you wave them a little bit, that's okay. It is on a wavy flag, just saying.
Right on. Stanley Langford said, good note, bro, and great job on Lady Liberty.
Thank you, sir. Thank you so much.
Tracy says, I'd punch him and step on you, Charles, on my way down the aisle, okay? Laugh out loud.
Step
No,
on me. I'm not that short.
I'm just kidding, guys, she says.
Oh, we know you're kidding.
That's just a way to lull you into.
Besides, there's two of us and one of you. We could over. Never mind. We're gonna get our butts kicked, Russ. We're just gotta accept that.
I'm gonna let that ride. Oh, Randy Bochine said, no, Randy, y'all was supposed to do it, not us. I can't reach him from here. Yes, you were going to get your butts kicked. That's what she told me. I hope you can run fast, because
she's probably going to deceive us first and give us, oh, give me a hug. It's good to finally meet you. Boom. Oh.
Yeah, buddy. Well, I don't have to worry about it for this year because they don't have an Atlanta woodworking show. So.
But they do have the Houston woodworking show. So
yeah, they do.
Bring it, Tracy.
I'm going to that one.
Come on, Tracy, bring it. I ain't scared. Yes, I am, but don't tell anybody. No, it's funny. Whenever my wife gets sassy, I'll say, see, now I forgot what I was going to say.
Well, when your wife tells you something when you get sassy.
Oh, I'll say something like, you're lucky I can't fight. I like to bring.
All she has to do to you is take away that Dr. Pepper and you're done for.
Oh, Lord, I'll be sitting there like kryptonite. No!
Yep.
It would not be surprising if I died and any scrollers actually showed up to my funeral. It would not be surprising me if somebody put a Dr. Pepper in my casket. Assuming my death is in a manner where it can be an open casket.
Right.
Then my face might have swollen too much to have an open casket. That's hideous. Close that casket. My God.
John says he thinks that Tracy would knee you once you get close enough.
Well, see, when you think that might happen, you turn your hips to the side. You may look funny standing there with your hips crossed over, but by God, it's a protection thing.
Well, let me figure this out. Tracy said, hey, I'll be there 2020 to 2021, 2023, 24, and then 21. I said, well, I ain't going to be around for that one. I'm sorry.
Well, you know what's helping us? See, I keep starting to talk and I can't remember. Dagnabbit. I had a thought in my head and it went away. I'm actually too cold now. I'm going to turn off the fan.
Tracy said she would just hand you a V8. I think the V8 too, as long as it came in a 67 Mustang.
Man, I wish I had enough money to get 1x10 or 12 for that dang stagecoach, but dang it,
Right.
I don't have any dang money.
You know, there's a gentleman. I think he's in Texas. He's not a scroller, but he carves. He carves wood, and he may use a scroll saw for part of it, but he may not. But he takes a picture and he puts it on the wood like he was going to cut it out with a scroll saw. But I think what he does, he carves some beautiful old vehicles and stuff out of a piece of 4x4. You know, and it's not very long. But he did one that was like an old 56 Ford or a 55 Chevrolet, something along those lines, and painted it to look like the picture. I said, my God. Now, the complete middle of the vehicle was a 2x4 or 4x4 cut down.
Yeah.
And outstanding. And I think he's in Texas. I've seen his website or his Facebook page one time. Can't remember who it was. But really nice work.
I believe there's a guy named Gary something that's, I don't know if he carves, but he does a lot of vehicles. I can't remember his dang name.
Well, there's two guys. Yeah, there's two guys. And they did similar stuff, but one of them was a little different than the other one.
Yeah.
And they both know each other. They were talking to each other on that Facebook page. So I can see that. So really nice.
Yeah.
Well, lots of live comments again. We can dig them back up.
I think the blade's getting a little dull, but not breaking dull, just a little dull.
What size is it you got in there now?
I think a number 5.
Okay, you went back up to the bigs.
Yep. There's no way in hell I could still have a number 1 or 2 out in there, but I got.
Hey, you've almost got that stripe done.
This stripe, yes, we still got 2 more. I'm trying to stick with it even when I'm babbling.
Yeah.
That's why it helps to have someone on the panel.
I got you.
I get off on these tangents and stuff. I know it's an utter shock to pretty much nobody.
That's the thing I can't do too much of, talking and using the spiral.
Oh,
I have to really concentrate.
That would be me with a straight blade. Of course, when I did this live stream with me trying a flat blade, I spent the whole time saying, wow, wow. I was so surprised. I thought it would be easy-ish. It wasn't.
You know, I have never seen that video yet.
Well, it's there, by God.
I got to go hunt it up because I really want to get a good laugh out of it.
I think it's called, it's episode whatever, and it says me trying a flat blade for the first time. Or I either said flat blade or straight blade. I don't know what I called
Chris Nealon's in the house.
Hello, Chris Nealon.
Passing through to say hi.
Well, he needs to get with Tracy Keaton because he's a funeral director, and Tracy Keaton will be arranging our death, so we should probably get with him.
Well, we ought to be the ones getting with him, by God. We got to work out an arrangement.
Well, my wife just stick me in a burn barrel. Cheaper that way.
John asked a question. He said, have you ever scrolled an older Camaro? He said, we have a 1967 Yenko Camaro that I think would look awesome as a scroll saw pattern.
Check my website. I don't know. I did a Camaro. I just don't know what year it was. And guess what? I got patterns for sale on that site. Can you believe that?
While you're there, pick up one.
Yeah, pick up 1 or 5. And we're on to the next stripe. Just jump right into it, by God. Let's check the placement of the camera.
Daniel Davis said, okay, Charles.
Okay, what?
All it's got is an M after that.
Apparently, he had entered too soon. Unless he's flirting with me. Okay, Charles.
Tracy's telling me that the video I was talking about is at the end of last year, so I can go hunt it up. Thank you for that. Oh, yeah. Oh, that's funny. That's funny right there. I don't care what you say.
By God, you talk funny.
I know it. I still got a little bit of that frog in the voice, I think. It's not quite all the way gone yet.
Well, dang it.
I was
about to talk funny. I was making fun of the fact that you were doing impressions. Yeah. I thought I was good at impressions until Russ informed me I was not.
John says, believe it or not, I was actually going to get some along with my winning one.
Yay.
Yay. That's he can stop eating cardboard.
Oh, I'm still going to get plywood. So I'll be eating plywood scraps after I'm done cutting out the what you call it, stagecoach. Yeah, I got to get some dang 1x whatever in order to do this, the middle of the stagecoach.
Mr. Chad is leaving. You got to say good night.
Good night, Chad, sir. Appreciate you being here. Yeah, that could be a fun little project. I wanted to add, like, what's the word? Ornate. I wanted to add some ornate detail to the side of the stagecoach because it's going to be so large, but I can't dream it up that good.
Hanging lanterns.
Huh?
Hanging lanterns on the side of the coach.
Well, no, I was referring to decorations on the side, like as in ornamental, so to speak.
Mm-hmm.
Not actual ornaments. You know what I'm saying, right? Fancy designs on the side to dress it up a little bit.
I got you. But I know that they used to have lanterns on the side when they were running at night.
Yep. Now, if I'm being honest, I mean, the stagecoach may have been cool, but it definitely wasn't like a 3D model necessarily, because, you know, I could have added stuff to embellish it like an actual stagecoach, like little bitty barrels and stuff like that, or boxes and stuff to put on top of it.
Randy Bosheen says, come up here to Snow Country. He just cut 6 8-foot walnut logs to 1 1/4 inch thickness. He's on the rack drying, and sounds like he'll get more this year.
Sweet.
Daniel Davis says, okay, Charles, I'm here now, and yes, my fat fingers sent the message too soon.
Well, he's also the same person that sometimes his comments don't go through. Right. So I assume that's what had happened. I don't know. But he said fat fingers. Go ahead.
I was telling Tracy, thank you for that information. I'll hunt it up. Daniel's asking, what area does Randy live in? John said, lanterns would be great on the side of that daggum wagon.
Yeah, sure.
Yeah, South Dakota, Daniel. That's a little too cold for me, Randy. I think Shane and Shelly Cole live up there.
Yep, that or North Dakota, one of the two.
One of the two.
I haven't seen them in a while. Shelly dropped in one of these live streams one time, but not for very long.
Tracy's giving you suggestions of what to put on the side of that thing, I guess. Rope pots and pans, rolled up clothes, miniature guns.
Oh yeah, I'm not opposed to that. I was referring to like ornate,
ornamental.
Yeah, because the sides of them are going to be so big and somewhat plain. I want to dress it up somehow, but I got to really think on that.
Well, there's bound to be pictures out there that you can find.
Yeah, I've seen some pictures. I just haven't sat down with it. I got it drawn on a piece of wood right behind me.
Yeah, the lanterns would be on the seat on the driver's side. Yep, that's about where they'd be.
You saw how small I did that other stagecoach with the one I have drawn up is right around probably about 22 inches from front to back.
Well, now that's good size.
Yeah, sure. I have it drawn right behind me. That's how I know that. I went and peeked at it.
Well, Chris Nealon said add some beading to the thing. I lost a lot of comments again. Here they go.
I don't know.
Add some woven beading to the sides.
That would look kind of funny in my opinion. No offense.
Swollen beating. I just wonder.
By the way, Russ, if you're reading comments while I'm scrolling, if you could talk a tiny bit louder, I'd appreciate it. I'm straining my ears to hear you sometimes, but I've heard you thus far.
Well, dadgummit.
Dadgummit.
I'm going to turn up the microphone. I ain't got time to yell. All right, let's see. How's that? Is that better?
Yes, sir.
Oh, God. Yeah, that's really loud in my ears.
Holy monkey.
Tracy said you can always look up a Wells Fargo coach to see how they made those to create the pattern. She can actually help you with the beating, believe it or not, if you wanted to put beating on it.
I don't know that beating would work right, but I did look up pictures to try to get an idea of how I wanted to do any ornate stuff on the side, but I haven't done it yet.
Daniel said, well, clean out your ears, Charles. See, evidently I must be just right to them.
Right after you kiss it, Daniel. I have the saw in my ear, too. Or not in my ear, because that would be painful, but you know what I mean.
It would be.
Nothing worse than having a scroll saw stuck in your ear, I tell you what.
Now, how would you go to the hospital and get that out?
I don't know. While you're getting that debris out of your eye, you can ask them.
That's funny right there. What did they had to be there for?
I got dust in my eye. God forbid the world's about to end. Go to the ER.
Hey, you know, people got a phobia. They just got a phobia. I can't help it.
I shouldn't make fun of you because I have a phobia of throwing up. I mean, it's funny when I tell people that. Well, I don't like throwing up either. Well, nobody likes it unless they're just flat out weird. But I have an actual morbid phobia. I would rather, quote unquote, rather die than throw up or be nauseous. That's the quickest way to put me into a panic attack is to get nauseous. Which is part of the process of fear, and that's why my panic attacks get so bad, like the one in Houston.
Right.
Start to get nauseous and boom, trance.
Tracy said the beating would be on rugs or scarves or Indian headdresses.
Yep.
And Randy Bosheen said, talking 6 to 8 inches of snow tomorrow with sub-zero temps and 25 to 50 mile an hour winds.
And here I am.
I'll be watching from my shop.
Here I am griping about being misty all day, every day.
Yeah, we were misty today, but it was about 78 degrees.
It wasn't very hot today, but the weather's been real dreary.
Right. I've had that for the last 3 or 4 days.
Which pissed me off because I went and bought chicken feed yesterday, and it was sitting in the back of my truck getting wet.
Oh man!
So I had to, this is when I wasn't depressed because I didn't know why my face was swollen. But anyway, actually I still was. Anywho, I grabbed a couple buckets and just transferred them into buckets, and I Googled first to see if it's okay for chicken feed to get wet. They say, yeah, as long as it's not molded. But as many chickens as we have, it won't stick around long enough to get molded.
I got a question. Daniel David says that, Randy, I was born and raised in South Middle Tennessee, and I'm getting tired of this place. What is South Middle?
I guess that would be
the lower middle, north or south?
Well, it's even though it's a rectangle, it's probably towards the bottom of Tennessee.
The bottom of the middle of Tennessee.
Yeah, so it's
middle. It's still middle.
That's middle southern.
I know, man. That just got me. It struck me funny.
Yeah, when you hear people talking about, I live in the Northwest. Well, just say where you live. Don't tell me all that. And I hate it when I ask directions. Yeah, you want to turn south on here, and on the eastern corner, you'll see, come on now. I need left, right. Come on now. Not all of us were military. My dad's like that. Yeah, on the southeast corner of the house, we got a lot of mold.
Right. Yeah, no, I can't stand that either.
I have to stop and think about where the sun's at, and that helps me a little bit.
Yeah.
Because the best way to remember where the sun sets is it rests in the west.
Yep.
That's how I remember that.
I do as well, but I have to think about it sometimes when they say stuff like that. Yeah,
I have to think about where the sun's at, and then I can go from there. I can't tell you the time of day where the sun's at, but I can judge direction by that.
You know, my wife, she listens to that police scanner that she's got.
Yeah.
And she'll always hear something being said about the north side of the building, the south side, the east, west side. I said, my God, tell me what are you talking about?
That's how,
I
I
can't
don't know
figure
if
that out.
people have less talk or what, but I don't know why people don't say it's on the front or the left side. Blah blah blah. Say that.
Yeah, say that. That makes it so much easier.
And if you're listening to a scanner and they're in their chase, they'll say, "Just turned east on such and such." God dang it! Tell me left or right. I'd be one of them cops saying, "I'll get there if I can ever find it."
Tracy said it's time for her to go, and she's gonna get her night clothes on and go to bed. Have a good night and good luck on that pattern.
Thank you, and appreciate you being here, Tracy. Sweet dreams, doll. I think it's too late. I think it's too late to suck up now, but
yeah, you're already on the hot seat, man.
Yeah. I love you, Tracy. Your hair looks lovely today.
You're not getting her Bud Light.
I'm not scared. I'm petrified. Just kidding. And then as soon as she drops out of the thing, I told her to kiss my ass.
She said, I'm still here. I heard that.
I'm quite sure she heard that.
I just made that up.
Yeah, I was referring to the Jeff Foxworthy thing.
Yeah.
Oh, Bill's depressed. We're going to have drink and this and that. I sure love you, Smoochy Smoochy. He goes back and tells his friends, I told her to kiss my ass.
Lord said I'm left-handed and I still get confused.
You know, it took me years to the three things that I had trouble learning growing up. Well, three of the things: telling time, counting money with the coins anyway, and left and right. But I'll tell you a very easy way to teach left and right. And that's what finally made it easy for me. Telling time was hard for me. Counting money, because a dime was smaller than a penny.
Right.
In size, so I thought that was, the 1 cent. I wasn't all there. But I have one trick for anybody that has kids that haven't taught them left and right yet. This is bound to work once they have a clue how to spell. I'll just tell you, hold up your left and right hand and point a finger up and thumb out, and the L that is not backwards is your left side. Does that make any sense?
Yeah.
That's how I learned.
Yeah, it sure does. Randy was saying he likes it where he's at over there in South Dakota. He said 20 minutes from the city, population of 700. He said, we're so big, we have to go use the post office. They don't have no mail delivery to the house. So they have a post office instead. That's the kind of town I grew up in.
Yeah, so if you want to teach your children left and right, tell them to hold up their hands, and the one that looks like an L is left. There you go.
Mm-hmm. And there you go. There you are.
But there you is. I don't know how to tell people to teach telling time, but of course now they got digital clocks.
Yeah, a lot of people use those anyway.
And I know for a while there it was in the news that some schools were stopping teaching cursive.
Right, right.
Texas schools are considering bringing it back.
I don't have no idea why they'd want to stop cursive. If you get a check, you have to sign it.
Well, my signature happens to be in print, but I get what you're saying. I mean, that
when you endorse it on the back,
yeah,
to cash it, you have to write your signature, not print.
Well, my signature is in print because I sat there for 30 minutes one day wanting to come up with an artsy signature, and that's what I did. I just did it out of print.
Mm.
So that's actually my go-to signature now. But I can write in cursive. But yeah, the reason why I think people are trying to get cursive back into schools is if you're looking at old documents or you have a letter somebody wrote in cursive,
mm-hmm.
it kind of ties in with being able to read, so to speak.
Right on.
Telling time gave me hell.
It does a lot of people when they're first starting out.
Now, I didn't have a problem with bills because they got the number right there on them, but the coins, I had to remember what each thing did.
Mm-hmm.
Because one's bigger than the other, even though it's less. Like the dime is smaller than the penny, the nickel's bigger than both of them.
Right.
Quarter's humongous.
Yeah.
Anyway.
So long.
What's that other stuff they started that was controversial? Common Core or something like that?
Yeah. I don't know.
Everybody, that's freaking stupid.
It is ridiculous. my grandkids will come and ask for help on the homework when we pick them up from school. And I look at what they're asking her to do, and she's in like third grade.
Yeah.
And I look at that and I said, "This is how we used to do it when I was at school. We can't do it like that anymore." I said, "Why not? It's perfect. It works. Kids
Yeah.
don't want us doing it that way." I said, "Well, you're on your own."
Are you smarter than the fifth grade? No.
I said, "Your mama's going to have to help you then."
I am not smarter than a fifth grader.
Yeah.
For those that don't know, that was a game show.
I remember that one.
Yeah, and of course, yeah, there was a lot of times I didn't know the answers, but I won't tell anybody that, so y'all keep it between us. And I'm trying to think of all these little tricks that worked for me growing up. I never loved school, but one thing, when I had to like study for a test for history in the textbook or whatever, one thing a game I tried to play with myself. No, the game. Okay, don't go there.
I knew you was going to do it.
I didn't mean like that, but it was a mental game. Pretend like you're reading a newspaper from back in that era, and not that a kid would be interested in reading a newspaper, but rather than just trying to memorize the information there by itself, you might keep interest in it, pretending it's a newspaper, like it matters to what you're going through right now.
Mm-hmm.
People say, "Well, I don't need to know history. It's not the history anymore," but it might go back to you need to learn history in order not to repeat it.
Right. Well, it's funny because in school I did not care for history. I was smart. I was a smart fella, but history I didn't really care about it, and so I really didn't bother trying too much.
Well,
But
sorry, I thought you were done.
No, I'm not done. I'm going somewhere with this.
Let me get there, dagnabbit.
Shut up and let me get it out. No, the reason I brought it up and you were saying that is because, like I said, in school, I didn't really care for history. I didn't care. Even when I got to college, I didn't care for it. I passed it, did well, but, it just wasn't my love. And after I got out of school and a few years later, I've gotten to where as I've gotten older, I really enjoy the local history.
Yeah.
Of my little town that I actually grew up in is not Beaumont. It's a little bit closer to Louisiana than Beaumont is.
Okay, real quickly, I have to interrupt you. I'm going to close the shutter on the camera because I have to use my light, and because there's such an open area, I don't want to blind anybody. I'm still here.
But the little town that I grew up in was a pivotal location in the Civil War.
Really?
Yeah, sir. And they had a battle there that the North was trying to come in on the ship channel, and our little band of merry men down there was we only had like 47 people there, and there's a little fortification that turned back the North and captured and sunk their gunboats and all that kind of stuff with just 47 people. And it's a really big to do there. And I got started looking into all that after I got way out of school and several years. And my God, I said I was so close to it there, and I never really paid attention to it.
Well, I've always
really love it.
Yeah, I'm more into like Cowboys and Indian types history more than George Washington Revolution type crap.
Mm-hmm.
But, Civil War has its area too. I'm hogging out some holes here. I still got the light on the table. That's why the camera's still closed. What's the YouTube thumbnail?
John, that's fun. Randy Bosheen said you'd really been screwed with the Susan B. Anthony coin in the mix.
Yeah, big old. Those were big in Germany for the Americans. There was a whole bunch of those.
Yeah.
In hindsight, I'm mad I didn't keep any, but yeah. You see the John F. Kennedy silver dollar or whatever it was.
Yeah. As John would say, as Peanut would say, "What the hell?" Yeah, that's it. That's amazing.
Yeah.
I can't do it.
Wait, you said amazing? I sounded like him?
Yeah, I never heard him yet.
Oh, well, kiss it.
You keep saying it the same way, so it's got to be right.
It's like he finally liked one of my impressions, but no, he's never heard Peanut, so he has nothing to compare it to. So he was being a meanie butt.
Not actually. I've never heard. Like I said, I haven't been able to have time to go look him up yet. But you said it every time you do it. You say it the same way, so and it sounds good. So I said that got to be right.
I could be doing it incorrectly every time.
Still sounds good.
Well, thank you.
Isn't the JFK coin a $50?
Oh, it could be. It's been a while since I've seen one, and I'm not used to money.
There are, and I've seen a JFK $50. I've also seen Ben Franklin on a $50. Of course, they were older.
Well, they had a $2 for a while there, and I always wanted to save one, but no, I needed stuff, and
yeah, like everybody else, we spent them. Yeah, we spent them just like everything else.
Now, $3 bill will be Mr. Bill Clinton. Just kidding. We only got one more cut after this one. We'll be done with the second stripe, and then there's a few little ones, and we'll be in the live stream, but we'll start another for the Haas. What time is it?
Almost 9 o'clock.
Oh, okay. So it's not an ungodly hour yet.
Not yet.
I'll probably be up all night because of that late nap, but okay.
Same here.
Yeah.
Take a drink for what, Randy? You hadn't broke a blade yet.
I couldn't find the pilot hole.
Oh, I didn't hear you say anything.
Well, that's why I turned off the camera so I could use the light to find the pilot hole.
Oh, that's what you were doing.
Yeah. Well, Randy's paying attention.
I was worrying about the chat, man. I had my head on the chat, not the.
Oh, good.
Like our camera. Anthony Campbell said he's got to run to dinner and be back for the next round when he gets back.
Much obliged, Anthony. Appreciate you being here. I almost broke that. It vibrated a little bit, so I had to throw my finger on there real quick.
I saw it.
That would have sucked, and here I am joking about breaking it, and I don't want to accidentally break it if I'm going to break it. I have no idea what to charge for this, by the way.
Whatever you think it's worth.
I don't know.
It's worth more with the backer and the frame on it, though.
Yes, sir.
Not worth much without it.
We've established me in frames, though.
I know. I'm the same way.
Oh, I wish they were cheaper. I'd frame everything I got. I got a whole bunch of stuff in boxes. I got to get out and sand the soot off.
Mm-hmm.
But I did lose some in the par.
Yeah, I hate that happened.
Me too, but yeah. Doesn't do me no good to be bummed out about it. The whole piece, the only place I've knocked the veneer off was one little bitty spot. But to me, it sticks out like a sore thumb. If I hadn't pointed it out, you may not have noticed it.
I see it.
Of course, if I wanted to, since, it's not like I'm selling the scrollers, I could just alter that wrinkle a little bit, which I'll probably do. That was when I was using the number 1 blade.
When you showed me, you didn't actually show it. I saw it before you did, but I thought if from here, it looks like it's actually broken instead of veneer popped.
Yeah, it's just...
It's just different when there's both sides around it.
Yeah, the veneer popped. I'll probably alter that just for the sake of selling it because it looks like a flaw in the whole piece because of the veneer not being on there.
Well, Daniel David said, I'll buy that for $1. John said if he was closer, he'd make you some frames and y'all could barter on the pieces.
Yeah, I think that's what me and Anthony are going to do, at least for that Founding Fathers one.
Yeah.
think he said he had some rough cedar. He says, I'm not a frame maker, but I can make them. Does that make any sense? He says he used different words.
I got you.
But I think he's going to help me with that Founding Fathers at least, which is cool.
Yeah.
But I got no way to pay for shipping or anything. Dang it.
Tell him you meet him halfway. Y'all don't mind going halfway.
Well, but I was a little easier for me to travel back then, but not a whole lot. Was I giving you a bunch of excuses at the time, or saying I'll try to make it, blah 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 blah? I don't remember.
Once or twice, but I just told you, let me know for sure before I start.
Yeah, I hear you. I wouldn't have left me hanging. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11 more cuts, and this one's done.
Wrap it up, baby.
I'm glad I got that 2-aught to work long enough to do my signature. I had to use 2 blades to do it. But
I can't believe it broke that easy.
Oh, on a Hegner, it's very easy to break them because I cannot get the tension dialed in right on those skinny ones. Because you heard that rattling it was doing.
Right.
I had to ignore that in order to cut this because that rattle usually means the tension's not high enough.
Well, on my DeWalt, I use them on my DeWalt for certain things, and they don't. I don't put as much tension on those as I do the flats. I dial it back just a little bit, not enough that it vibrates and shakes and all like that. Just not quite as much, and they very seldom pop out on the DeWalt.
Well, that's one thing I can say about the Hegner, which is why I love it so much. I never have blade slippage like the other saws. And I'm about to add this to the pile. You bet your butt I got more, and there's only 2 bottles there now. There's not like 20 of them like there used to be. Starting a new pile.
You got rid of your pontoon boat.
Yep, I burn barreled it that next day because I was embarrassed. But it's raining lately, so I don't want to mess with the burn barrel because I forgot to put the lid back on it, so I wouldn't have anything to be able to light the fire.
Right. Max says there'll be 20 bottles there in no time.
Yep, acts like he knows me.
I don't understand it. Where they come off saying stuff like that?
I don't know. Where would he get this? Yeah. We're going to be done in no time. I almost said none in dough time because I speak normally.
I do that on occasion. My wife looks at me like, what the heck is wrong with you?
I think the most common one is low the lawn instead of mow the lawn.
Mm-hmm.
But I still have trouble saying breaking blades. Sometimes I'll say breaking braids.
Mm-hmm.
Sure enough.
Daniel say, I guess he's trying to say toy boat fast.
Did I tell you? Were you here for that?
Nah.
I was saying, I challenge each and every one of y'all, say toy boat 10 times in a row, somewhat quickly. It's almost impossible.
Of course it is. Yeah, I got tongue-tied just doing it twice.
Okay, do it out loud so we can...
Not a chance in heck. No.
Come on, I did it.
I'm not.
I did it. Wes did it.
This ain't my show.
Try it. Come on now, Russ.
Can't do it.
Come on.
I'm not one for the limelight, man.
Toy boat, 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 toy boat. I did it more than 10 times. And y'all witnessed it.
How many times did you do it?
I don't know. I wasn't counting. I just kept doing it. I got tired of doing it.
I'm thinking I'd have to count them on my fingers if I kept doing that.
I usually do. I was on the live stream yesterday doing this, but I feel like I did more than 10. Anybody want to replay this and tell me?
You probably did, but you weren't going really too fast.
No, that's what I mean. Somewhat quickly. In other words, one right after the other. I don't mean you know. I said toboid on the second one, by the way, when I did it real quickly.
I heard.
What I mean when I say somewhat quickly is steadily, like I was just saying, toy boat, 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 toy boat. Damn it! I got to 9. Wow. Yeah, and that feels like I didn't go as long as I did earlier, so I surpassed 10, so it can be done. If Charlie can do it, anybody can do it. Come on, Russ, do it.
No,
I made myself into an idiot.
I want one of them in the chat to do it, and don't type it.
They have done it. Daniel Davis, Chad Benton said his wife was cracking up at him trying to do it. Toy boat, toy boat, toy boat. Damn it! Wait, I did it right, and I stopped myself to get it done right. Sometimes you say toy boat.
Well, I read it. What he did, I just read those two, and I got tongue tied.
Toy boat, toy boat, toy boat, toy boat. Okay, let's get back to scrolling.
Scroll on.
I need somebody to count it while I'm doing it because I usually use my fingers, but while I'm cutting.
All right, go fast, and I'll count them.
As best I can go. Let me get on a roll here. Toy boat, toy boat, toy boat, toy boat, toy boat, toy boat, toy boat. Damn it!
You got the 5 right and 6 was wrong.
Toy boat, toy boat, toy boat, toy. Damn it!
That was 3.
Toy boat, toy boat. I got 1. And I guarantee you, almost everybody watching, if they comprehend English, is trying it.
Yeah, maybe.
So you heard me earlier. I don't know how many it was, but I did probably 10 or more. And I didn't even skip. But since then, I can't do it.
Daniel said that's what he said last night. You weren't going fast enough.
Bull stanky. You can mess it up even going slower than I was going.
Randy asked me, Russ, did you know the ends of the thumb screws pull out on the DeWalt?
They pull out on all of them.
Yeah, you take them right out.
It's a little plunger type deal. I don't know how it works, but yeah. Anybody being honest with themselves in the chat, you could try it slower and still screw it up. But to me, that's pretty
toy
steady.
Boat, toy boat, toy boat, toy boat, toy boat, toy boat, that. 6, 7. No, 7.
We'll go
and I messed up on 8.
Toy boat.
All right, there you go. That was my first try.
I got to 2. We'll keep going, damn it.
That's all right. Made a fool out of myself one time. That's enough.
Come on now. Start feeding your chair once. Come on.
I don't need to do it again.
No, I've screwed up trying to do it slowly. Toy boat, 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 toy boat. See?
Yeah, toy boy, toy boy. Toy boat, toy boat, toy boat, toy boat, toy boy. Messed up on 5. I thought I was going. I was looking at my other finger to go to 6, and I messed it up.
Everybody take a drink. Broke a blade. Another one
you go.
to do is my granddad got me with this one. Smart fellow, smart. I fellow, smart.
Uh-oh.
Smart fellow, smart. I fellow, smart. Keep saying that.
I ain't no chance of getting that one right if I can't do 2 words.
Smart fellow, smart. I fellow, smart.
Smart fellow, smart. I fellow, smart.
Keep saying it.
Can't do it. I can barely get the first one out. And I'm not drinking but tea.
I only had to say it twice before I screwed it up. And it basically ends up making you say, I smell a fart.
If you go fast enough?
Yeah.
Okay.
Or if you're not paying attention enough, I guess. That's what
Sandra's asking, is the thumb screw at the end of the tension screw? I don't know about the DeWalt. On the DeWalt.
The little plunger thing's on the end of this one.
Yeah. On the DeWalt, the actual tension is a knob, a handle on the front of the machine. It's not in the back like Charles's is. Everything on the front.
Yep. And some people get that Pegasus chuck, which also has a lever on it.
Right.
Yeah,
right.
but on a DeWalt, tension knobs right here, and you got a little lever.
You got the little lever in the front, and the speed is on the top.
Yep.
Not the tension. The tension is just a little handle on the front of it.
Yeah, that's what I meant. And the power switch is on the upper arm. My Hagner's up under the table. But you'll see all that if you watch my Anatomy of a Scroll Saw video.
Yep.
That one's got quite a bit of views. The most popular video on my channel is how to make a vase on a scroll saw.
Oh, is that right?
I think that's my most popular one. That and the Stagecoach and 3 simple signs or elegant signs on a scroll saw. I think that was when Steve Good first mentioned me on his blog, and I think that made that one increase. If we're not careful, we're gonna get done with this thing. And I knew I had to because I put it in the title of the video. Finishing Lady Liberty.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. You were trying to count through my hand, weren't you?
I was. I got to 5, and then you covered up the last 2, and I thought, well, when you moved it, I said 7. So I win a prize for that. I got it before you said it.
Well, sorry, I forgot to make it into a contest. Can you believe I actually did a pattern giveaway the other day? First person who could tell me what the green base score was. You might have been here when I did that.
I was there for that, but I don't remember a contest on it, but it could have been.
Chad Benton won that, and he picked the American Gothic welcome sign.
Oh, yeah?
Yes, Lawrence Aldridge. The order he sent through the mail was the Fighting Bucks and Eagle Flag Memorial. And I don't remember some of the other ones. But one of them was Daniel Carpenter. He picked some of my most expensive patterns because I forgot to mention I prefer 10 or below. Not mandatory. He picked the Mega Train, and that's a $20 pattern. He picked the Lion Portrait, and that's another one of the most detailed patterns on the site, in my opinion.
Lawrence said, so you do not have to keep resetting it. What are you talking about, Lawrence?
I don't know. I've already spoken past that, so I have no idea what he's referring to.
I'm assuming he's talking about the tension, maybe.
Yeah, probably the tension. Yeah, on the DeWalt, definitely.
Every time you change it to another pilot hole, you got to turn it off and then set it back, just like you do on his saw. If I'm not mistaken, the DeWalt has a 5 or 5.5 setting for the tension.
I believe it's 1 to 10.
Not on the DeWalt. The tension. Nah, the tension is 5 or 5.5. The speed goes up to like 8 or 9 or 10, something like that.
Yeah, the speed is what I was thinking of, I think.
Right, the speed's on top. That's that knob on top.
On mine, it's RPMs is what it shows.
Yeah.
1700 RPM is full speed. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 more cuts.
Okay. He thinks Randy's referring to his last comment. I was talking to Lawrence. I'm not going to even try that and go fast on that. Toy boat break blades.
Toy boat break blades. Toy boat. You see, y'all know it. I am a trained monkey. I will try it at least once. Toy boat break blades. Toy broke. Really? Wow. Come on, try it with me, Russ. You're goofy as I am.
did. I just tried it.
Keep trying.
I just tried it one time. I got it.
Break blades. Toy boat break blades. Toy boat break blades. Toy boat. Blah, 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 blah.
There you are.
Well, okay, it cannot be done. How much woodchuck, wood?
I can say that one.
You remember that Grundy County auction incident by John Michael Montgomery? Sold?
The who? I was looking at something else. I didn't catch you.
Grundy County auction incident or sold by John Michael Montgomery?
No.
I can usually You never heard of that? Well, it's an auction song, but he sings pretty quick. But I can usually sing it quicker than he does. So, little lady in the second row, she's 18, 9, she's 10. I never got rid of that from my hair blue eyed. And I'm about to bet my heart goodbye.
Oh, that sounds pretty good auction song, huh?
Thank you. That was so fun. Let's do it again.
Okay.
I thought you listened to country music. I guess I was wrong.
No, I'm not a country music fan. No, I am not.
Well, we cannot be friends anymore, sir.
Sorry, I'll finish this hangout and be done. No, my whole family were country. So
Yeah.
My uncle sang it professionally.
Really? What's his name?
Oh, his name was Matt Butler. He didn't ever make it to the bigs, but he did get paid to sing.
Wow.
And he was really good, but he never got over the top. And but they all were country. My parents and my uncles and all of them. And I've been a rock and roller.
Did you ever get anywhere close to either hair bands or heavy metal?
Yeah. I'm more of a mid to late 60s, early 70s kind of rock and roller guy.
Okay, so you probably never heard of the group Dangerous Toys from way back when?
No.
Their bassist is now a country singer.
Is that right?
Yeah, that group disbanded, but yeah, their bassist is a country singer now named Kevin Fowler.
I know Kevin Fowler.
You know Kevin Fowler?
I don't know him personally. I know of him.
Yeah, I met him and I sold him a cutting of himself to his mother.
Is that right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
That was way back when I first started designing patterns. But yeah, I've gotten to meet him. He wouldn't remember me from Dallas unless I brought up that wooden piece.
Yeah.
That was out of thick wood and didn't even look that much like him. But yeah, he liked it. That was pretty cool.
Yeah. I'd like you to do that one for of Harley Quinn for Margot Robbie.
That'd be cool.
Yeah, it would.
I mean, if that's the only way I can get famous is to give to celebrities, that'd be cool.
Yeah.
But I don't know how to get things to celebrities and know that they'll get them, because I'd love to give Metallica. Of course, the one I have drawn up right now is the younger of the original lineup, and obviously Rob Trujillo is the new bassist, and I have a design for that, but Mr. Bear Woods sent that to Las Vegas, and I'll never see it again.
Who's Your Mike said, I'm Popeye the Sailor Man. He sings the song. He got the song in here. I'm strong to the finish because I eat my spinach. It's me spinach.
Yeah.
I'm Popeye the Sailor Man. There you go.
I do have a Robin Williams as Popeye pattern.
Yes, you do. I remember seeing that one too.
That was one of my time-lapse videos too, was me coloring that pattern in or finalizing it. 2 more cuts, by the way. For anybody just joining, after this piece is done, I will end the live stream, but 15, 20 minutes later, I will start another live stream. We will be working on a horse. So y'all don't go too far away. And I say that because Who's Your Mike might have just joined us. But don't you worry, sir. And the only reason it's going to be 15, 20 minutes is because the StreamYard platform, or it may be because of Facebook, but you have to schedule it for more than 10 minutes after when you're scheduling it. So I have to do it for 15 minutes later.
Okay.
All right.
Yeah, Kenny Rogers started out in rock and roll. Conway Twitty started out in rock and roll.
I thought Kenny Rogers started out with New Edition or something like that.
First edition.
And
that was rock and roll.
Oh, it was?
Yeah.
I think Dan Seals was part of Seals and Croft.
Right.
Dan Seals was very underrated. That man could sing.
Yes, he could.
He had a song called They Rage On.
Mm-hmm.
And I love that song. This is going to be the last cut. There's so many. What's his name?
Right, hold on. I'm going to read your comment. Daniel Davis says, I've done something that might make you jealous, Charles? I'm referring to country music. All right. Go ahead, Daniel. Tell us what it is.
He probably got a cutting to somebody.
I'm thinking he might have sung in a country band. I'm waiting.
Do you?
I've been in the Grand Ole Opry stage before.
I haven't been on the stage, but I've been to the Grand Ole Opry one time, back before I was too young to be scared of traveling. What was I going to say? I've met Kenny Chesney, Mila Mason back when she had songs out. I've met Michael Peterson. He sang Drink, Swear, Steal, and Lie. Anyway, and From Here to Eternity. I've met Johnny Paycheck on his tour bus. I was a bouncer at the time. Is how I met all these people. I met Joe Diffie. Met Tracy Lawrence. He's still relevant in country. But as far as my cuttings, the only person that ever got anything from me was Kevin Fowler. And I was a bouncer at another club, and that's how I showed it to him, because I knew he was going to be there. But I asked if I could sell them. He said, well, it's my likeness. So we, talk to so-and-so, and I just never got around to it because I suck at selling myself. That's really the reason I never pursued it, because I knew I couldn't get enough money for making them. But he wasn't wrong. That's my likeness. So, you got to get permission, blah, blah, blah.
Yeah. Quick question from Lawrence. He says, what would be a simple way to get started on making my own patterns? Same way you do it.
Start out with my downloadable DVDs, and I'm not trying to be funny. I have 5 downloadable downloadable instructional videos on woodenvisions.com. That seriously is the best way to get started. You'll know everything I go through to do my patterns. Ladies and gentlemen, that is your finished piece.
Danny said he worked security, so he met a lot of country singers, and he was a photographer and did some photos of country singers also.
Well, dang it, Daniel, if you still got those photos, let me know, homie dog. So, folks, there's the finished Lady Liberty.
And there she is in all her glory.
Oh, I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America.
Yep. And to the republic for which it stands.
One nation, under God, indivisible, liberty, and justice for all.
For all.
Ever dying one of you. God.
Everybody says that looks so good.
Well, thank you so much, Lee.
Lawrence says, cool, another money order?
Yeah, but I have 5 downloadable videos, and they're $14.95 a piece, so let's do the math. What's $14.95 times 5?
15 times 5 is $75. So it's a little less than that.
So about 70-ish bucks. We'll call it $70. Yeah, that'll get you 5 downloadable videos. And I can't email those to you because they're large files, so I don't know how else to do it. But when you buy from woodenvisions.com, things will come to you via your email. But I'm guessing you do money orders because you don't have the means to buy online. So I don't know what to tell you, honestly. I truly don't. So I wouldn't know how else to get the videos to you because they're very large files.
Well, in that case, the only way you could do it would be to send in the actual DVD.
Yeah, and I don't have any physical DVDs anymore because a lot of people didn't have DVD players on their computers, so I just made them downloadable videos.
Yeah, I'm the same way. Mine don't have one either.
All right. Not to cut everybody off, but if you're still watching, I will be back within 20 minutes for another live feed, and we'll be starting on the horse. And if you don't want to know what I mean by the horse, I'll show you when we get back. Sorry, the crane's right over my head. Appreciate everybody watching. We will be back, so stick by your device, whatever you're watching on. But in the meantime, Russ, you want to tell them what to do?
Scroll on.
Scroll on, baby.
There you go.